Well, hello everybody. How is everybody doing this weekend? It's finally time. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are out, and oh boy, this is interesting. But I said last week that I wasn't sure if I was gonna be buying these games, and I did. I did. Will I regret it? I don't know. Um, is the sound working? There we go. It was just really delayed on my end. So let me know if the sound is good. But yeah, it's interesting. We're gonna see Pokemon Violet today. Um, I gotta say, I was gonna say like it's been a while. It's finally here. We got Pokemon, but honestly, this has been like a year where there's been a lot of Pokemon games. There's been, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That was only about like exactly a year, pretty much, from today. And then, already, just a couple months later in January, we had Pokemon Legends Arceus. And now we're already here with Gen 9, so practically like three Pokemon games in 1 year. But luckily for me, I pretty much skipped out on those two last ones. Maybe one day I'll go back to Arceus. But literally, after Sword and Shield, I was kind of just feeling a little burned and a little burnt out from Pokemon in general. So I skipped out on those, but for the past like couple years, I've just been like wondering, do I like Pokemon? Uh, you know, because there's some things about the franchise to like, some things to not like about it so much. So I'm kind of treating Gen 9 as like, yeah, this has potential, of course, before the reviews and stuff, and I just kind of want to try it one last time. So this should be interesting, though, nonetheless. But we're going to go into it. Of course, reviews came out. Pretty much it seems like people, for what the game is, are liking it more than Pokemon in recent years because it is, trying to move the formula a little bit, and it's open world for the first time. But, of course, this is kind of a technical nightmare from what I hear, and that's probably dropping down the experience a couple notches. But anyways, hopefully we're gonna be having some fun with that today. Of course, we've got Matt in chat saying, "Yo, how are you doing, Matt?" And we've got Jesse Simon saying, "Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour." Well, hello there, Jesse. How are you doing? Uh, Matt says, "Oh damn, he bought Violet. Why Violet though? I mean, why not Violet? That's the question. But like also I knew you were going for Scarlet, so I'm like, hey, why not? Why not? We can trade stuff. That's pretty cool." Matt says this game is fun. I only felt burnt out for Legends Arceus. Yeah, that's kind of why I skipped out on it, because people were saying it was really grindy, and I don't like Pokemon enough to like grind through it or go to a sluggish story, which I mean it's kind of ironic because Pokemon is always kind of that, but I think it was probably worse with Arceus. But people, a lot of people in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet reviews were saying, yeah, Arceus was better. So I don't know. If we'll have to see. Maybe Violet is gonna be my thing. Maybe I'm gonna like it. Hopefully they patch some stuff in the coming weeks too. That would hopefully salvage it a little bit. But if I do end up not liking Violet, maybe I'll go to Arceus, and that'll be like my final saving grace for the Pokemon franchise. But Pokemon is always so weird, right? Because it's like just the concept of Pokemon is really cool, but then the execution of the games has just been getting progressively worse and worse, which makes it such a weird franchise to want to like. Because on one end it's a good concept, and on the other end, you've got this big company which is pumping out literally some of the worst games in the industry in terms of quality recently. Anyways, let's hop right into it. Enough chatting here on the Switch main menu. I mostly just wasn't sure, is there gonna be a cutscene at the start? So yeah, I didn't boot the game yet. So let's go do that, and hopefully the sound is good. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess, because there's no menu music on the Switch. Like, it's so sad. It's not like the Wii U, which turned 10 years old yesterday, by the way. That's pretty wild. Anyways, let's go right into Pokemon Violet, and then I'll catch up to Matt's chats. Here we go. It's just gonna crash on boot. That's what I'm expecting, of course. Okay, we gotta choose our language. That's all well and good. Right, so we get multiple trainer choices. I don't know, let's just go with this for now. Hopefully we can customize it. Do we, or am I just stuck with this trainer once I've selected him? I do not know. Just gonna go with regular name here. Okay. Here we go. We're all good. And yeah, this is Violet, so we're joining whatever the Academy in Violet is. Are you ready to start the game with these settings? You can't change your language or name after starting the game. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're all good. Oh, well, we can change our look, actually. Interesting. Yeah, let's customize our look, because I don't know how long we'll have to go until we find a shop. What's going on with his hair? He just has, like, hair popping off at the top for some reason. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Oh, I have to press A. That really sucks. Okay. Here we go. I mean, the player models don't look that bad. They have a different style to Sword and Shield, where I think they look more flat in Sword and Shield. What was this, by the way? I wasn't paying attention. Okay. How many options do we even have? That's what I'm wondering. This one's not bad. I gotta remember the name of it. Let's see. I'm just like wasting so much time on this. But like over the years, it is kind of cool though. Okay, it's kind of like, I will give them one credit. Like, okay, the hair's moving a little bit when I move the trainer. That's cool, I guess. Let's see. So it's like, do I just go with the standard shortcut, which looks very Pokemon-like, essentially? Or like this one, which I'm pretty much just going for a typical Pokemon trainer. You know what? Let's go with the default. I'm a sucker for default options here. Let's see. And we can change the hair color. Okay. See, I'm doing all this, but as I said, I'm probably gonna go with the default option anyways. Okay, you've got a lot of choices though, which is pretty cool. I could just go with red hair. You know, I gotta become, what's the protagonist from the upcoming, Fire Emblem Engage game? Like with the red and blue hair, I gotta do that. Oh, you can go Scarlet and Violet, of course. I mean, I can have the hair matching my tie. Why the heck not? But yeah, I'm literally going default here. After checking out this menu. Okay. That was the hairstyle. What does the look do? Okay. So there's more. Let's see. Okay, eye shape 7 is something. I'm literally just going default so far. Hazel was the default, I think, right? Yeah. I'm assuming you can change all this later on in the game. But, like, it's always kind of funny, like, to me, that you could change your eyes later on in the game. I think they started this in, like, X and Y, right? But they're like, oh, you're just wearing contacts, you know? I mean, that would make sense. Okay, there's, like, a pretty good amount of options. So that's interesting. And you've got weird options if you want. Or you can just go full anime with total dark. This one literally just looks like Miraidon. Let's see. See, there used to not be this much customization. You used to just be greeted by the professor being like, hey, are you a girl or a boy? Tell me, please. Let's see. Oh, why did I go back to eye shape? Okay, so I'm gonna go, I don't know. What am I going with? Dark brown? Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, there's so many options. God, I mean, I guess you kind of have to, because there's just a bunch of multiplayer stuff at this point. Let's see. Matt says Scarlet and Violet's not that bad. Yeah, I'm sure we'll enjoy it. It can't be that bad. I'm hoping they fix it. That's for sure, though. If they keep it how it is right now, that's gonna be kind of a bummer. Let's see. Literally, okay. What is this? Eyelash B1. I see. These ones really just look like stuff you'd have in the Mii Maker. This one's... See, this is what you should have if you're going for, what is it, Koraidon? Do I even know the names of the legendaries? That's a good question. Let's see. Yeah, I don't care about all these. We're going with default again. And we have dark brown, apparently. Oh, I see. Is this literally the same colors as last time? Yeah. You can just go blue. I don't care. Let's go for dark brown. Eyebrow shape. Oh, it doesn't stop. We're literally only halfway through the Mii Maker. Let's see. But you can't even see with the hair, so that's kind of pointless. These ones are kind of funny. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. Let's go with like default. Eyebrow color, dark brown. Yeah, we're gonna keep it as is. I don't know why I'm wasting so much time on this. It probably doesn't matter. Having known, I would have probably done this before starting the game. Literally, most of these are just the same. Unless they start speaking and it's like very different. I don't care though. No color. You can just give it like a lipstick color. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I want this or this. Doesn't matter. What do we have? Okay, these are just a bunch of random locations. You can have two. It's kind of funny, like, you should just be able to move them, like, in the Mii Maker. Okay. Here we go. We pretty much just made the default trainer. But that's what we're going with. So is this gonna be like 90% of players in game? I think so. We're ready to go to school. That's the important part. Hey, we've got our enrollment application. Matt says, I really like the combat in Pokemon, but Legends Arceus didn't really have the combat. See, I don't like the combat in Pokemon, so maybe I would, well, I mean, it would make sense if I like Arceus better. It's an interesting type of combat, it seems. Anyways, so we're going to Yuva Academy because we're playing Pokemon Violet. I forget what's the name for Pokemon Scarlet, but I'm sure Matt can fill me in. Man, imagine if applying to an academy was this simple. It's just like, oh, what's your language? Oh yeah, I speak English, and here's my first name. And they're like, okay, you're enrolled. Sounds good. Enrollment complete. Whenever you see now saving, the progress is being saved. Okay, right, they do have autosave now in Pokemon. I forget if I kept it on in Sword and Shield or not. Well, here we go. Looks like we're starting off at Yuva Academy, leading the way into the future while valuing our individuality. Okay. Is the sound good? Are the volumes good? Okay, it's time for you to dive into the world of Pokemon. Yeah, you always gotta start it this way in case it's someone's first Pokemon game. Director Clavel, head of Yuva Academy. Okay. Paldea is sprawling region bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. It is also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. Are they really that mysterious? They're like in so many regions of this world at this point, and I feel like they've been going on for a long time. I think they would be pretty normal at this point. They reside here in great numbers, in fact. Alright, who are you? I don't know his name, but I'm pretty sure he was revealed already, of course. Pokemon can be found living all over, in the seas and the skies, even in our cities and towns. Okay, I love the static image. We humans coexist with Pokemon as we both help one another to live and thrive. Yuva Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. With our halls, people from all regions gather to study together. And as Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemon do battle, growing alongside them. While our robust curriculum of coursework helps our students draw forth their fullest potential, it's with these halls that you'll find your friends, your Pokemon, and your true self. We, the faculty of the Yuva Academy, can't wait to welcome you with open arms. Alright. And it looks like we're getting a sneak peek of our legendary right away. I mean, sure, why not, why not? I know we literally get it at the start of the game. But here we are, Pokemon Violet. Obviously this is pre-rendered, so this is why it looks half decent. They still go with like such weird texturing and art style, it's hard to believe, like, I don't know. The art direction in this game is a mess, let's be honest. I don't know if the cutscene for Koraidon would be exactly the same, or is it a bit different? Obviously it's different colors for the Academy, but I wonder if there's any other world differences. Probably not. I mean, I remember, like, you know, I started playing Pokemon with Black and White. Okay, so these guys are new. We haven't really seen them before. But yeah, when I started playing with Black and White, you know, they had like Black City and White Forest. So they literally, like, had an exclusive town based on the game. That was pretty cool. I don't remember if we had that in Sword and Shield. I don't think so. I know, like, the gym leaders were different at times, but that's about it. See, like, this looks good, but not the outside. Alright, we gotta get up from intense studying. This is interesting music. I like it so far. You know, a couple seconds in, of course. Hey, look at that. Is that a Squofit? He was, I think he was introduced in Sword and Shield, right? I will say, just like regular Pokemon, though, it is so janky to walk. Just so janky. That's like what I've always didn't like about Pokemon. Like, oh my god, you just run into something, it's horrible. Horrible. Okay, but this looks like a nice place. Do we have a Switch OLED? We do have a Switch OLED. It's a new Switch system. This one's got a bigger screen. Nice. I don't know if the camera's just really slow, or if the frame rate's already sluggish. I'm gonna assume this feels so sluggish, but I'm assuming this is actually just by design. I have never seen a Pokemon trainer walk so slowly. It's always faster, and I thought it used to be slow. Okay, so it looks like we do have a Squovit. Or something like that. Squovit actually might be the evolution. I don't know. Let's see, what do you have to say? He doesn't say anything. Anything on the TV? Look at that, there's a Pikachu on my fridge. Except, you know, Pokemon are mysterious, guys. Oh, we've got an ad for sandwiches on TV. Okay, come on down to every which way, every kind of sandwich, any way you want. Our subs are handmade by pros and perfect for picnics. Okay, I love it. We just have a sandwich ad on our wall. That's pretty cool. Hey Ma, how's it going? Good morning, Olivier. Oh, already in your uniform and everything. Well, it is your first day at your new school after all. I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. The school contacted me and said that you're supposed to wait here a little while. Okay. Their words, not mine. Apparently there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived. Ding dong. Maybe that's the very thing we're waiting for. Olivier, get the door, would you? Okay. I'm guessing this door. This leads out the towards the vegetable garden. Better use the front door. Yeah, okay. Why is the camera being weird? This should be the most polished part of the game. Yet it's like so janky, you just get stopped right in your tracks every time there's like a loading point for, I don't know, the next dialogue to go. Do forgive the intrusion. Yes, I'm gonna be very critical of Pokemon Violet, by the way, today. Are you Master Olivia? Yes? On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. Ah, and also for my delay in introducing myself. I'm the director of Yuva Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel. The director? And you came in person to help my son with his first day? Well, I'm responsible for the entire academy, including any failures on its part. So here at last are the enrollment documents that should have already been delivered to you. In a shopping bag, of course. Goodness, you really needn't have. Since you've come all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea? Ah, no need to trouble yourself. Olivier, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back to your room and finish getting ready for school? You'll need your bag and your hat as well. All right. Now, Mr. Clavel, you simply must join me for a cuppa. This way. Well, how can I refuse such a kind offer? I mean, you've already refused it. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to our room. And let's catch up on Matt talking. Because I'm terrible at reading chat, as you know. I'm assuming I gotta grab this. Okay. It just magically appeared over here, of course. Ready to put your hat and grab your bag? Yep. Let's see. Alright, we're ready. I think I do prefer the uniforms in Pokemon Scarlet, but... Okay, we've got the adventure guide. You can press X to open the main menu. Select the save option from this menu to save all the progress you've made. When you open your bag, you'll find some key items inside, including your adventure guide. Check it out, whatever you want to review, handy tips. Okay. We literally just gotta remember to press X. It is kind of funny, because Pokemon always treats itself as like, you know, this is someone's literal first video game ever. Which I would wonder, like, how many kids actually start with Pokemon. I feel like most would start with, like, Mario or something. Because Pokemon is still kind of dialogue heavy. Okay. Let's see. Matt says it depends on what you like. If you like catching Pokemon, Legends Arceus is for you. If you like battling Violet and Scarlet is for you. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And it depends, right? I like battling trainers, but not wild Pokemon. And maybe like the auto battle in Violet will be sufficient to, you know, save me from that pain. We'll have to see. Oh, just look at you, all ready for your big first day. Yes, the uniform of our storied academy suits you quite well indeed. Oh gracious, how very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I've something else for you, Master Olivier. A most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? Sure, let's go outside. I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director out and see, shall we? Let's see. To be honest, I wouldn't rate any of the Pokemon games under a 7, which is pretty good for my standards. See, I wouldn't rate like any of the Pokemon games over an 8. But yeah, for your standards, you're pretty critical of games, so clearly Pokemon is your thing. Let's see. You can customize it except like skin color. Oh, that makes sense. That's unfortunate then. Maybe I should have paid more attention. Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. Alright, we get the starters. We provide each student entering the academy a Pokemon of their own. I'll ask you to choose which amongst these three you'd like to have as your partner. Sprigatito, the Grass Cat Pokemon. Okay. Fuecoco, the Fire Croc Pokemon. And Quaxley, the Duckling Pokemon. They're all very good company. Why, they usually refuse to even leave my side. Alright. What's this? So it turns out they're more interested in you, Master Olivier, than familiar old me. I do wish I could stay and see which one you'll choose, but I must be off to my next home visit. What? That makes no sense. So you want me to choose one, but you're leaving me with all three? How am I gonna give them back? I'll be at the house just over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once your mind is made up. Now if you'll excuse me, until next we meet. Okay. What a mannerly fellow that director of yours is. These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, right? Not an easy task. Why not take this opportunity to walk about with these little ones and get to know them? Well, this is a good idea. This is pretty creative. I'm sure they have lots to teach you. Oh, but before you go, I got you a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it with you if you're going out on your own. Is it gonna be running shoes? Nope, it's a Rotom phone. Maybe running shoes are just a thing of the past. We'll have to see if we can actually run once we're out there. But we got a phone. Okay. The latest model of smartphone, a Pokemon called Rotom lives within it, and it can be used to run all sorts of handy apps. It's a brand new phone. According to the instructions, you can check the map by pressing Y. Okay. It'll keep you from getting lost, so take good care of take good care of your new gadget, okay? Now off you go, have fun. Alright. So it is cool that we, well, now we also have a freeform camera, and this is a nice looking environment. Well, I say that, but like, look at these bushes. Why are they shiny? And why am I still walking so slow? I was gonna say running shoes are a thing of the past. That is not the case. That is very much not the case. Running shoes are very much, like, this is the slowest we've ever walked in Pokemon. I know we're gonna get running shoes soon, but still. A handy Rotom phone is a popular item used throughout the Paldea region. Adding apps to it gives trainers access to a variety of useful functions. I didn't mean to open it, but okay. Using the map you can find useful information. Okay, click the right stick, you'll rotate. I should read this, I guess. Yep, right stick from side to side, you'll rotate your own view along with the map, yeah. Pretty straightforward. You can use the left stick to move the magnifying glass. Okay. Yeah, thanks for telling me how basic games work. Flying taxi. Oh, it's back. The flying taxi's back. I forgot about those completely. Can take you some places you've visited before. Places that you can fly to are indicating with a feather mark. Okay. Very cool. Let's see. Yeah, this is interesting that we have a top view camera like such. Do you sprint by clicking in? I don't know. I guess you just don't sprint at this point, but they're going so slow. Let's see. Yeah, so they just like run around you. I mean, this is kind of a cool concept to choosing your Pokemon. Yeah, so I did actually look up the starter evolutions the other day. Didn't really look at them much, but I don't know. To be honest, like without spoiling anything, I was pretty disappointed in all the starter evolutions. There are, I don't know. Usually there's one that clicks with me, not this time, but I'm probably just gonna go with Fuecoco. That was my first like pick when they first revealed the game. Fuecoco is really cool. I'm not sure about his evolutions. I honestly don't think they're my favorite of the three. But Fuecoco is such a cool, unique concept. It's like a little crocodile with like an apple design, which, you know, sadly I don't think he retains. But, you know, the other ones, they're all cool. I will say that. I like the non-evolved starters. They're all really cool this time around. Fuecoco's more unique, and, you know, he feels like Totodile, so I think I gotta go with him. Okay, so yeah, literally... I wanted to ask Fuecoco. I guess I just walk around with them. I gotta go see... see, I kind of want to explore over there, see what there is, but we're literally walking so slow. So I'm gonna head this way. They're gonna force me to walk with all three of these. All the way over there. I kind of wish they did more, though. They're not doing anything. They're just kind of walking. Fuecoco's run is pretty fun, though. Where's Quaxley? Quaxley's just all the way over there. Come on, Quaxley. Oh, thank God I can run now. Oh, I unlocked running. Thank God. Welcome. Okay, I didn't want to speak to you, Quaxley. I'm sorry. And this is Cabo Poco. It's not much, just a little pinch of community, but it's home. Yeah, thanks for telling me where I live. I've lived here for probably at least 10 years by Pokemon standards. The power of science. It's amazing. You can connect with friends. You can head out on adventures together, up to 4 of you at a time. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, is there a sneaking mode? I can sneak up on people? Interesting. Is there just... there's a hidden Pokeball here. I don't know. What happens if I get it before... a device for catching Pokemon? This is kind of funny that I can grab a Pokeball before, you know, actually picking my starter. Okay. Here we are. And they're just gone. They're out here causing mayhem. Okay, well at least now Quaxley, everyone's doing their thing. I mean, these are all pretty good starters. Obviously Fuecoco my favorite of the first ones because he feels kind of unique. He feels a little more creative, but in terms of the other ones, I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, it would be nice to just do this whole playthrough with all 3 of them. It's like pretty easy to trade with people nowadays, so it's not like back in the day where you're like stuck with one. Alright, I do wonder which of them he will choose. I mean, they've given more love to Fuecoco. He has an apple. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with Fuecoco. I don't know, who did you pick, Matt? I don't think I ever, saw who you picked. Buenas! We haven't met yet, have we? Sorry, there's just a lot of dialogue, so I'm gonna have to catch up on chat here at one point. I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. I mean, it took a while. We walked over pretty slowly. Hang on, Director, is this who I think it is? Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master Olivier. He will be attending as of today. So you're that kid who moved up the road. Right, we always move from another region. That's why that lady was telling me where I live. I've been dying to find out more about you. I'm Nimona. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Wanna be friends? Sure. I'm curious to see what she would say if I say no, but yeah. Love that enthusiasm. We literally don't know anything about each other, but yeah, we're friends now. We're gonna get along just fine. Miss Nomono is the president of our student council and champion-ranked trainer in her own right. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now, you and me. Easy now, you two will be in the same class, so you'll have plenty of time to battle later. And get to know one another better, of course. We're gonna be neighbors and classmates? Nice! Okay, I mean, that was pretty obvious, right? We'll be able to battle all we want. Is that a Helion shield on my backpack? I'm gonna pretend it is. I know it's actually the school's crest, I guess, but I mean, it's pretty cool. On that note, Master Olivier, have you decided which of these Pokemon you'd like to be the first, your first partner? Yeah, we're okay. We gotta select them this way. Look at the shadows. That's Fuecoco, a fire-type Pokemon. Like, on one hand, I kind of like Fuecoco. He's creative. On the other hand, I was looking at the move list, and it, you know, it's just another fire type with similar fire type moves, and I kind of like maybe want to play a different style that I haven't played before, but we'll have to see. Anyways, the burning hot sparks it scatters will fry any and all plants in a flash. Would you like to go with a good fire type Pokemon Fuecoco here? Yeah, we're gonna go with him. You choose Fuecoco. Would you like to give Fuecoco a nickname? Nah. I've regretted, like, nicknaming my starter Pokemon in the past. Usually I just nickname, like, Pokemon I don't care about just for the memes or whatever. Alright, here we are. I mean, Fuecoco's just got something. He kinda... the little patch on his, like, stomach kinda looks like the same type of thing that Scorbunny was going for back in Sword and Shield, but Fuecoco seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Olivier. This is your first Pokemon. Yes, please raise it with love and care. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. That doesn't necessarily seem like how Fuecoco would want to travel, but we'll have to see. Olivia, I can't believe you actually chose Fuecoco. Unbelievable. I mean, like, the way you make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. And, of course, she chose Sprigatito, which is kind of weird, because, yeah, your rivals used to choose the Pokemon you were weak against, but Pokemon's just way too easy now. What can I say? Can I choose one of these Pokemon too, Director Clavel? You're literally a Pokemon champion. Oh, but did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nimona? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focused on raising at the time. But now I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Olivier while he raises his own new partner. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Master Olivier here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Yeah! Since Olivier chose Fuecoco, I'll go for this little one. Nice to meet you, Sprigatito. Welcome to the team. Alright then, now that we've chosen our Pokemon we have to battle. Okay. I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready. Alright. First Pokemon battle, here we go. It's still kind of a bummer that they make the start to Pokemon games so slow, considering like probably a good 80% of people at least, if not more, have already played a Pokemon game. As you may have noticed, Miss Nomono is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It'll help you get to know your Pokemon as well. Alright, let's do it! Battle Nemona. Sure, let's check it out. Yeah, so we have, I guess, this waypoint on the map. Yeah, the first day of school! I mean, I'm pretty sure it's already... Okay, maybe it wasn't marked, but here we go. It is cool to have a Pokemon game with, like, a map and stuff, and it's technically open world, right? That's pretty cool. Anyways, let me finally catch up on chat after, like, all this dialogue. Let's see. And I see, like, some, we've got Ducks are Epic in chat saying, "Hi, I love Quaxley." I mean, you don't say, I would assume, because Ducks are Epic, indeed. And Quaxley's pretty cool, to be honest. I'm choosing Fuecoco, kind of because that was my first intuition when they first revealed the game, and I think Fuecoco himself is very cool. Having seen the starter evolutions, I kind of feel like like Quaxley has the best evolutions overall. They feel more Pokemon-like, if that makes any sense. But let's see. Matt says, "I've never cared about like frame rate problems and glitches in games. The only thing I hate is communication errors, and that's why I really wish I could refund Splatoon 3 because I'm not having fun with it." Dang, that's unfortunate. But like, personally, I've literally like super rarely gotten any connection issues with Splatoon 3, which is I don't know why, it just varies like depending on people. It's kind of strange. Did you play the single player in Splatoon though? That might be fun. Let's see. Okay, it's Naraja Academy, really? It's the same, but it's not some damn machine. I mean, yeah, from what I gather, you know, Pokemon Violet is a little bit more like future-focused in like its theming, and then you have obviously Pokemon Scarlet, which is focused on the past. I kind of felt like exploring the future, especially with the like special Pokemon forms we have. I feel like they have more potential. But you know, it's always kind of an arbitrary pick or a hard pick. There was definitely some hesitation. That's why I decided on the version I want to go, like only in like this past week, really. But yeah, okay. By the way, if you want multiple, I have all three, so I could breed you the other ones. Oh, sweet! That would be really cool. Ducks are Epic. That would be, yeah, because yeah, I pretty much want to try to go with all the starters as soon as possible, essentially. Once I get a Ditto, of course. How far in the game are you, Ducks are Epic? Let's see. Matt says, "No running shoes in the game, just go where you want." Yeah, exactly. You had to walk past your halfway point between both houses, and suddenly it's like, oh, I discovered how to walk fast. Hey, we got Random Potato says, "Hello, hope you're having a good day, everyone." Well, thanks for hopping by the stream, Random Potato. Says, "I'm doing good, how about you?" I'm doing pretty good. I was like really tired. Just like big week in general, but we're finally playing Pokemon, so it's pretty cool. I mean, so far, so good at least. We're not really in the gist of the open world, but I don't know how accurate this is. I had some people on Twitter who were saying that potentially most of the issues from Pokemon come from like memory leaks, which if that's the case, you know, memory leak issues are typically occurring if you play a game. The longer you play, the worse the memory leaks would get. Assuming it's actually that, because I'm not sure. I'm a little skeptical that memory leaks would cause this type of issue. Like, you could have performance issues, but I don't know. It depends on which type. I would have to see them in person, I guess. But here we go. And I probably skipped over some people. I like the starter evolutions. They're kind of my least favorite starter evolutions in maybe like literally all the games of all time. I was trying to think if there was a game that had worse ones, and like maybe I'll like them a little bit more eventually, or as I actually see them in more detail, but they kind of don't fit the style of the other Pokemon in this game, I feel like. I don't know. Well, I say that, I haven't seen most of the Pokemon yet, I suppose. Let's see. Well, if you watch my latest video, you know who and why. Yeah, I need to catch up on YouTube. What can I say? Over here! Okay, let me just finish reading chat before I start new massive amounts of dialogue. Let's see. To be honest, the start of this game is not that long. Yeah, it's longer if I'm streaming it and just reading it out loud, that's for sure. But you only take this long to get to the other side of the street. Yeah. How you doing, random potato? Let's see, I'm doing good too. I haven't had them rarely. I had them like too many times in 20 minutes and then just switched to Smash. Let's see. I don't know what that was about. The connection issues, maybe? At least the starter evolutions don't look like Grodel. Yeah. I guess you're right. Alright, here we are. Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon by their side. And it's our duty as trainers to help our Pokemon grow stronger through battle. Is it though? Can't they just like live a peaceful life? So you ready to battle me, Olivier? Let's do it. Perfecto. I'm so excited for this battle. I think I'll use Miss Nimona. I trust you remember that Olivier is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling. Whoops, good call, Director. I was about to send out one of my usual partners right off the bat. I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy instead. Yeah, I guess that explains why she's gonna lose as the Pokemon champion of the region. Come on, Olivier, let's have a fruitful battle. Alright. Yeah, it's very weird, because Scarlet and Violet, and I saw this when they first revealed the game, but its art style is very uneven. Some things look very detailed and nice, and others just don't. At least Sword and Shield was mostly consistent. Alright, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, here we go. I know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun. Let's just use Ember right away. That's like essentially gonna do it. 4 damage. Yeah, that's obviously gonna do it. You must have been studying up. Smart move. Fire is strong against grass. Yeah, hopefully it's not gonna be like Hop. Is it Hop? Or am I confusing Gen 7 with Gen 8? Who was telling you, oh, you know, that's super effective, like, constantly. Alright, Fuecoco's level 6 already. That's pretty cool. Wow, not bad, neighbor. Yeah, 2 moves and you're out, and you just gave me $300 for that? Wow. How kind of you. Look at you, winning your first battle ever. You know, I've only been through the Unova region, Kalos, Alola, Galar. That's kind of far from my first Pokemon battle. You've got even more potential than I thought. You're gonna be a strong trainer for sure. But now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again, just one more battle. Okay. That's kind of unusual, but he's probably gonna prevent us from doing that. Master Olivier and his Fuecoco are surely wary already from that last battle. Ah, sorry, I got kind of caught up in all the excitement. I'm really sorry, Olivier. Same to your Fuecoco, too. Don't worry about it. Let's battle again soon. Oh, definitely. We'll definitely battle more. You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you've only just met. I literally know nothing about you. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here and under your wing, Miss Nimona? Hey, we've got Ash Ketchup in chat saying hi. How are you doing, Ash? Are you happy that you finally won your first, Pokemon Victory Road tournament in, what, 15? Almost 20 years of anime? I'm sure you're happy. Let's see, I'm sure he can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer such as yourself. So is there no more one single champion in the region? You're just, champion-ranked? Oh, that reminds me, since you're new to training Pokemon, there's an app you definitely need. Dang, there's an app for that? You have a smartphone, right? Let me see it for a sec. The Rotom phone has a notch like the iPhone? That's hilarious. The Pokédex app was added to your Rotom phone. The Pokédex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. We've just descended to the point where we don't have Pokédexes anymore in Pokemon. We just have smartphones, and they just have the app. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. It's a super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jacques, actually made it himself. Dang, so he's a programmer too? Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokédexes. It's quite the age we live in now. Oof, filing out a Pokédex by hand, I can't even imagine how much work that would take. Oh ho, no, I suppose you can't. Yet no matter how much the times may change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. That is truly a timeless pleasure. And the more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. I hope you will both work hard towards the goal of completing your own Pokédexes. Now, Miss Nimona, I do still have a few matters to discuss with your parents. Could I depend on you to see Master Olivier to the academy? You would be doing me quite the favor. Of course, leave it to me. Then I leave him in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time for you and I. We're on our way. Poor Quaxley, the only one left behind. Maybe, Director Clavel's just gonna be using Quaxley, which would be pretty cool, actually, as a concept. No spoilers on that idea, please, but it seems like a good idea. Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokédex along with my battling. Oh, right. Speaking of Pokédexes, Olivier, you've probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right? Again, I've been through, at least 4 regions. I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the academy. Come with me. Alright. So I gotta say, so far, I'm enjoying the music in, Scarlet and Violet. It's like I was not a big fan of the music in Sword and Shield, so so far it's feeling a little bit more Pokemon like, and you know, just nice, relaxing, pretty good. Okay, press the minus button to open the Pokédex, and you can navigate to the Pokédex by pressing X. Okay. Very cool. Follow Nemona. Sure. I mean, here we are. That's where we want to go. And here's our Pokédex. Alright, the Pokédex app. Battle or catch Pokemon to compile volumes in your Pokédex app. With fancier covers for Pokemon you've caught. Open up your Pokédex to view all the volumes you've collected on a digital shelf and check out what rewards you can earn by pressing the X button. Press the plus when looking for a Pokemon you've registered in your Pokédex, and you can check that Pokemon's habitat and learn about where they can be found, and yada yada yada. Okay, all the good regular stuff. But we got Fuecoco, recent Pokemon. Look at that. It's Crocky Boy. He even has a barcode. Okay. And we found Sprigatito, so I mean, I guess we can have a look at him. Literally, okay, the Pokédex is just like screenshots of the Pokemon. It's kind of okay. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's see. I like the Pokédexes better. I mean, it's definitely more Pokemon-like, that's for sure. It does kind of make sense. It's not like a bad idea, and I can't comment on it too far because, I mean, I just started the game. But, you know, the idea like, oh, okay, the menus are technically your phone. Like, sure, okay. That kind of makes sense, right? Okay, I don't understand how just bad these bushes look like. It's not that hard to make good-looking bushes. And, like, weirdly, Sun and Moon, X and Y, they looked better, in a sense. I kind of wish they had just kept that style going. Because look at this. It's just flat. And honestly, I think the biggest issue with this game is their lighting engine. Because the lighting just looks like as a game developer, this lighting looks like the lighting you would use, the rough lighting you would use when you're just placing stuff, like developing your 3D environment, but not doing all the post-processing of all the cool effects over it. You arrived at your destination. I did? Where is Nemona? Okay, I didn't actually arrive. I was just close. Oh, Olivier. I hear that Nemona here will be taking you to school. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. So you're already managed to make a friend. And I read about all the wonderful teachers you'll have looking after you at school. Plus so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Add in your new friend Nemona, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Now, you'll be staying in the school dorms, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed a lunch for your first day. You obtained a sandwich from Mom. You put the sandwich from Mom in your bag's key item pocket. Okay. And, yeah, very cool. It makes fantastic meal when out on a picnic. For sure. I mean, it's a sandwich. Oh, and maybe you'd better take these too. Okay, 5 potions. That's sweet. Use them on that precious little partner of yours should it get hurt in battle. I know every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences, far from home. Just try to savor them all the good times and the hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Oh, alright then. You two had better be off, I suppose. Take care of the wait on the way to school. Alright. Well, thanks, Mom. Your mother's so nice, Olivier. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos! Okay, let's do it. Oh, Ho is Alola and Hop is Galar. See, that's why I confused them. But yeah, then it is Hop that was always telling you about... Is it? I don't even know. Maybe it was an Alola that you would comment on, but I think it's Sword and Shield. I'm almost certain. This way. That's why I confused them, because in my mind, they look very similar as characters, and they pretty much have the same name. Which is kind of funny. Go make some bushes in Blender then. Exactly. I have done it. Bushes are dumb to make. Yeah, I mean, I agree. But the issue here isn't so much, again, the model. It's just the lighting. Like, why am I seeing dark leaves? I should not be seeing dark leaves. I should be seeing dark leaves if I'm looking under it. And that's literally the opposite of what's happening. Where did she go? Oh, she went that way. Okay. Oh, can we read the sign? Poco Path. Okay, well, you can't read the sign, it just kind of tells you. See, it's not like the professor teaching us this, which, sure, why not, you know? Alright, this here is Poco Path. Okay. Hey, what's that? Okay, so that's a new Pokemon that I had not seen before, and of course we've got Lechonk. It's the path that leads to adventure for you and me. Out here things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. Cool. Get too close to one and you'll have to battle, but you've got Fuecoco for that, right? And if you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you gotta use a good old Pokeball, which we already found one. Like, just lying about in the grass. I've got tons, have a few. Okay. So we got 5 Pokeballs, that's pretty cool. Oh man, we're starting off with Lechonk, are we? Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk, Olivier. Okay. Okay, we're just hopping right into battle. You can try to catch a wild Pokemon you're battling by pressing X. Okay. What? Yeah, sure. Okay, when you're having a hard time catching a Pokemon, try to deal damage before throwing another Pokeball. See, they don't even, like, tell you that you can knock him out, though. And I need to know how much damage they do. They both do 40... Hopefully Lechonk isn't a grass type, but let's just use Tackle, just in case. Yeah, so that's not gonna do much of a dent. Luckily, it should be pretty safe. I'm not sure if he can actually use one more. But, you know, he's a level 3. We should be able to catch him, right? Okay. Here we go. Hey, we got our Lechonk. I love Lechonk, but I honestly had no idea. Literally, you'd be forced to get one. Although maybe you can knock him out. That's possible. Lechonk's data has been added to the Pokedex. Would you like to give Lechonk a nickname? No thank you. Naming's already perfect. Okay, and we've got a Lechonk in our party! How exciting is that? Hola! That was awesome! You caught the very first Pokemon you went for. I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe you should give me tips. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs, just in case. Not every catch works out. Okay, 10 more. Sweet. Weaken the Pokemon, then throw the Pokeball. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Now go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some of them. Let's meet back up at the lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top. Sweet. I will say it's cool that there's the auto-battling feature, and apparently, I learned this today, but if you get a shiny, apparently it won't, like, your Pokemon won't auto-battle it, which is pretty sweet. The Pokemon you see wandering around, the tall grass, and elsewhere are wild Pokemon. When you run into a wild Pokemon, a Pokemon battle will begin. You can also start a battle by looking towards a wild Pokemon and throwing one of your Pokeballs at it. Huh, so you can still do that. Okay, interesting. Try this tactic out to battle Pokemon that are up in trees or flying in the sky. Very cool. We got Lechonk hair? What the heck? Okay, look at that. We got a Pokeball. Okay, these are literally straight up Pokeballs. They don't have anything inside. Do you have anything to say? Okay, I just got a free heal. Sweet. Alright. So we're finally starting after like 1 hour of exposition. And obviously there's still more to the early game, that's for sure. Okay, let's try this out. So this... Okay, this is a weird mode, which was not explained if you press ZL. If you press ZR, it just auto-aims for the Pokemon. Look at this, it's like a little yarn ball. Tarantula. Oh, Tarantula, I guess. I mean, I kind of like it. And yeah, you can move the camera, which is kind of interesting. And you can recenter the camera too. Nice. Let's tackle it. This is a level 2, and it's probably a grass type. So we should just be able to catch it right now. Just with a Pokeball. Just like that. So far there has not really been any technical hiccups. Which, to be honest, I mean, it's to be expected, you know? You would expect Game Freak to, at the very least, polish the opening hours. But let's see. Registered, okay. Would you like to nickname Nope? Okay. So, pretty cool Pokemon. I have yet to see a lot of them, but like many people seem to be saying, I feel like the designs here for Sword and Shield, or sorry, for Violet and Scarlet are going to be much more interesting than Sword and Shield. Okay, let's see if I can just catch him outright. I'm curious. What can I say? Oh, that was a critical. Yeah. Nothing had to be done here. Matt says, I like Sword and Shield music a lot. It is different from other games, so I can see that. To be honest, like, I would have to go back. Most other Pokemon games I've listened to, like, the full soundtrack on their own. I haven't done that for Sword and Shield because, as I said, I got the impression that I didn't like it. But I'm sure there are some good... there's probably some good music in there, but some of it is kind of weird. But I have to go back to it, I suppose. Okay. By the way, for duplicates, yeah, nicknames, sure, why not? So you get, like, Lechonk hair every time that you catch a Lechonk? Hey, look at that, they're literally, they're just here in the tree. Interesting. I mean, why not? Why not? Well, I was gonna catch a lot, but now I'm just thinking, like, I don't know when we're gonna be getting a PC box. And maybe I don't want to catch one if I can't, like, you know, transfer stuff. I don't want to miss anything cool. Oh, hey, we got a Hoppip. Of course I want a Hoppip. A Hoppip has always been very cool, so yeah, I'm going for Hoppip. Battle. Yeah, let's... Oh, did I just learn round? It didn't even, like, tell me about it. Power 60. Okay. That's good enough. I definitely do want a Hoppip on my party. That'll help me, like, against water types and stuff. And I've never really played a Pokemon where Hoppip was at the start of the game. Like, most games I've played, he's either not there or kind of a late game thing. So, hey, maybe we'll be able to finally play a game where we evolve Hoppip and use it as a main thing in our party. I always kind of remember Hoppip because when I was a kid, the first ever Pokemon cards I got were Hoppip and his evolutions. Who's this guy? Oh, it's the guy from Sword and Shield. I think. Scatterbug. Okay. But, yeah, like, the battle theme in this one is... I don't know if every game is like that, but the battle themes are usually kind of the same music with a little twist in each game. That seems to be the case here. Okay, Fuecoco. Okay, that was kind of a little bit laggy right there. Scatterbug, nope. Matt says if you press ZL, you auto-aim onto the Pokemon. Oh, is it like a toggle? I don't know. You get the PC box really early on. Hoppip is pretty early in Soul Silver. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. I just never played Soul Silver myself. Yeah, I mean, sure, it's the early route, right? So literally every Pokeball is literally just a Pokeball. Oh, this one's a revive, actually. So you just literally instantly... I got disproven. An antidote. Can we get up here? Maybe it takes like Miraidon to get up here. It is kind of weird, like I don't know how early on we're getting Miraidon. I think we get Miraidon before we get to school from what I've heard. It's interesting, like it's cool that you use your legendary, because to be honest, you know, a lot of games you get it, you know, before Victory Road, but pretty late in the game. You don't spend that much time with your legendary and it's just like another Pokemon. In this one, it's kind of cool that, you know, it's used as your ride and you have it for the whole game. It is kind of weird though, like, oh, I'm just a rookie, but oh yeah, I caught a legendary right at the start. I mean, there's pros and cons to like both ideas, I guess. Can I run? I don't think I can run. I'm used to like pressing B to run. What is this? A Chesto Berry. Okay, and a Paralyze Heal. We're getting a lot of stuff already. And I gotta go to the lighthouse, so I'm technically going off the path. What is this? Okay, well, I don't know which one I want to catch more. Hopefully they don't despawn. A Fletchling, I want to battle him. Let's see. It's a level 2. I'm just going for a Pokeball straight up. You can pretty much just do this in the first route. So, does the Pokeball just float if it's a flying Pokemon? That's okay. Interesting. Oh. Oh, we already have 6 Pokemon? Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's get rid of, let's see. This Lechonk, maybe? Okay, so you can keep 6 Pokemon in your party. Once you have other Pokemon, they can be sent in boxes for safekeeping. From the main menu, you can select your boxes to open them up. From there, choose Pokemon. Okay, so I'm guessing we technically already have the PC box. Let's go for this one, which is one of the new ones, of course. So that's pretty exciting. A Palmy? Okay. Let's see. Oh, he has Thunder Shock. This is like this. Oh man. This is the strongest Pokemon we got so far. Let's just chuck a Pokeball. I forget, like, can you ever get unparalyzed without using Some sort of antidote? I don't think so. It's not like confusion. Okay. Oh, Hoppip just learned like a lot of stuff. Okay. Sure, why not? Do I care for Scatterbug? Not so much. So yeah, let's just get this guy. Alright, anybody up here? Nah, I mean that would be kinda weird, but they did say there were Pokemon in trees and stuff. This Hoppip's like just flying. Okay, it looks like we got most of the Pokemon here. So let's just head out to the lighthouse at last. Okay, a little bit of stutter right there. Yeah, I'm gonna point it out every time. But, you know, so far it's very playable. We'll have to see if how long it maintains itself for. Oh, look at that. There's a Pokeball down there that we missed. There's more stuff here, which, again, I'm guessing you might need Miraidon to get. Let's just go down. It's cool that you can literally just slide down the environment. I mean, because Pokemon used to, like, gatekeep stuff very artificially with, like, invisible walls. Now it's a little bit janky because it's like, oh, you can try to go anywhere. And they will just apply gravity and physics and stuff, so I can see there being potential issues coming from this, but it's nice though, I guess. I wish you could run faster. Okay, yeah, okay, there was a cutscene. Hey, Olivier! You getting the hang of how to catch Pokemon? Yeah, for sure, we got a full party, technically. Let me see, so far you've caught... What? Whoa, what was that? Mysterious cry. I've never heard this kind of cry before. It could be some strong Pokemon or something. I say we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around, Olivier. Just be careful, there's a kind of unsafe cave not far from here, so steer clear. A kind of unsafe? Okay, that's... okay, why not? And I know your Rotom phone can help you keep you safe, but watch your step by these cliffs anyways. Are you telling me that my Rotom phone will, like, save me if I fall off something? Okay, well, the source of the mysterious cry is pretty much just highlighted. Oh no, it's just a palm tree. There we are. Miraidon and Houndours are just here. Like, wow. We just have a legendary that's completely washed up. Oh god. Miraidon's pretty powerful. Literally someone who... Okay, yeah, it did do it. It looked like he hit the ground first, though, which is hilarious. How does a phone even work as a parachute? But, like, we literally just had one Pokemon battle and started catching Pokemon and, like, oh, we're gonna go for this powerful legendary creature that was, able to shake us, like, make us fall off of a cliff. Okay. The mysterious Pokemon seems to be too weak to move. Maybe you can give it something to help it perk up. The sandwich, probably, I'm assuming is what we're expected to give, especially since it's a key item. Select, yeah. Let's give it a sandwich. Because we all know that sandwiches are the main theme of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. See, this sandwich looks decent. It looks better than the ones in the minigame. There's still not much for animating things actually interacting with each other, though. And look at that, it's the kinda dangerous cave. But you know, Nimona said not to go there. I don't know. What's in the cave? Oh, this is pre-rendered again? Actually, I say that, but how can it be pre-rendered if you have your trainer customization? Okay, and now we get to see like his full deployed look, so to speak. Here we are. He's just going away. In the cave he goes. Ugly robot Pokemon? I mean, arguably the design of the Scarlet one is more interesting. But like, I don't know, if you're gonna have a motorcycle, you may as well have a motorcycle. Look at that. He doesn't look that bad. He looks pretty cool, actually. They're both very interesting, I think. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I think when they were first revealed, I was kind of more going towards Scarlet in terms of legendaries, though. Because it's just a cool dragon. Oh, okay, Nimona said not to go here, but we're here anyways, apparently. There you are, Olivier. You okay? You're not hurt, right? I'm fine. I'm managing. Should have gone with that. Thank goodness, I was really worried. If you'd gotten hurt because I said we should go looking for whatever made that cry. No, never mind that. Right now we've got to focus on getting you back up here. You've just got to find some way to climb out of there. If you can get close enough, I'll try pulling you up with one of my Pokemon's moves. Okay. Oh, there's water down here. And I can just go here. You managed to scramble out of the water. Oh, you can hear the sound effect being weird. That's kind of interesting because, you know, so can I not go here? No, you can't swim, apparently. But they won't stop you from going in the water, which is a strange decision, to be honest. Let's see. We got so many Pokeballs around here. Hey, what's that Pokemon in front of you? It looks super cool. Kinda seems like it's waiting for you. Does it want to... wow, this dialogue goes by way too quickly. Okay, thanks, camera. Look at that. The camera kinda clipped there. Whoa, that was amazing! That Pokemon might be as strong as mine, maybe stronger. I don't know why the camera's so slow to tilt sometimes. Oh, okay. We've got one of these guys. May as well battle it, I guess. Let's see. I'm still paralyzed. Well, it's a level 2. I'm just going for it. Yungoos was caught. There we go. I mean, we need Fletchling to level up a little bit, that's for sure. Alright. Let's just send this one to the boxes. Why not? And let's see. Let's just continue our way. This one just looks really evil. Should I catch it? Why not? Why not? Let's catch it. Let's see what we can get. Alright, yeah, it's super easy to catch Pokemon so far, so that's good. And we got Yangoose fur. This is just very weird. Alright. Did we miss anything? Wait, what? There's just one of these guys up here? Can I battle it? It's a level 40. Are you kidding me? Do they like just know that we can't battle it? Can we? Doesn't look like it, even though I can actually throw it there. Interesting. Okay, let's continue then. Oh, we got a Diglett. We gotta catch like every new Pokemon we find, you know? Build up that Pokedex. There we go. Straightforward again. Hoppip's leveled up. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Diglett. Anything over here? Oh, there's gonna be another cutscene happening, or is it just slow for the fun of it? I can go down here. Yeah. I can go down here, apparently, but what was that? Does it just do it every time I go down this slope? No, I don't know what that was then. I don't know why it did that. Okay, let's get the Pokeball. Oh, never mind. Just more of these Houndours. A lot of them. They're just all mad. Apparently that's what we should be scared about in the cave. But, you know, they're no match for Miraidon. The camera's so slow. Hopefully you can tweak it. That would be nice. Hey, heads up, some pretty rough and rowdy Pokemon. I'm glad you got a bodyguard, but watch your back. The text goes by so quickly. Can I not go here? Why can't I go here? There's no reason why I can't go here. That's so stupid. Like, what the heck? Like, why? I can go here. Okay, now I can go here, but they just didn't want you to get lost or something? That's weird. It just happened because the game doesn't want you to get ahead of the legendary. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but that's kind of stupid game design. It's pretty weird. Like, there are better ways to do this. Oh my gosh. Plus, like, you know, the place is locked off, so you could totally get ahead. It's a weird game design choices. Olivia, look out, something's coming! Behind you! It's behind you! Our level 40 Houndour, or I don't know what... Actually, I don't know what's the naming of the evolution, or whatever. Doom? Fuecoco's here, apparently. Oh, it is the level 40 that we saw earlier. Well, we're paralyzed, so that's not good. I'm obviously assuming... Oh, he literally goes first. Like, I'm assuming this is not a battle we're expected to win. Miraidon might just come into play. In fact, like, technically we didn't even see it, but I assume it's like, oh, Fuecoco just fainted. Okay. Here we go. Actually, I don't even know, like, can you battle with Miraidon in this game, or is it like a non-battling legendary? I mean, I guess it would make sense if it can't battle, otherwise it would kind of break the balance of the game. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting intro so far. With Miraidon and everything. Up here, quick! Nice. This scene is much cooler with the orange. Good choice, Pokemon Scarlet Legendary. Does the Scarlet one fly, though? That's the real question. Way to go. For a second, I thought you were boat goners. I might have to go watch your video and see how that works. Oh, what? He's just... Whoa, what's wrong? He's just gone back to being tired? Maybe it used up all its power? What is this Pokemon anyway? It kind of looks like Cyclizar? Like a Cyclizar, but I've never seen one quite like this before. And now it looks so different from a minute ago. You think it's okay? Hard to say. You can't tell either, huh, Olivier? Well, all that aside, I'm seriously glad to have you back up here in one piece. You know, that battle down there was really something. You and this fella looked perfectly in sync facing down that Houndoom. What? You didn't even tell it what to do? I guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet, huh? Oh god, looks like it's perked up a little. Do you think this fella was the one making that mysterious cry we heard before? Oh man, oh man, oh man! The more I look at this Pokemon, the more mysterious it seems. If you do become its trainer, you gotta let me battle against it. Let's exchange numbers so we can get in touch if we somehow get separated again. Wait, phone numbers are canonical in Pokemon now? Interesting. And here, this will let you teach your Pokemon a move to help it battle stronger opponents. Okay, we got a TM. That's pretty nice. Alright. Think before you use it though. TMs can only be used once. Used once as in like give it to a Pokemon once, or once as in like you can literally use it as one move? That doesn't make sense now that I say it out loud. I'm assuming you can assign it to one Pokemon once. You've both been through enough for a minute. I think we better take a breather. Let's just get to the lighthouse. That'll be a good spot to relax. Alright. Well, we're like an hour 30 minutes in. We're still in the opening hours, the exposition. But oh well. Okay, what happens if I talk to Miraidon? Okay, he just kind of does this. Yeah, so we can't like ride him now or anything, but let's just walk up to the lighthouse. Anything here? I'm assuming... Oh, this is a bridge and stuff. Oh, that's not how you get to the lighthouse. Yeah, so this is where we're going later. And you can see like a little Pokemon Center pit stop. I'm not sure if this is what Pokemon Centers are now, or if there's other stuff like actual Pokemon centers, but the animation's pretty slow. It's like, if it's far away, you're getting like a couple frames. Actually, you seem to pretty much be getting 1 frame per second in the animation over there. Alright. I guess Miraidon decided to follow. Why, that little... What are you doing here? Oh, does he know about him? I'm not talking to you two. You can shove off. Wait, I know you. Aren't you Arvin? You're enrolled in the humanities track, right? And aren't you the son of that Pokemon researcher, Professor Turo? Doesn't matter who my dad is. The real issue here is that what in the world this Pokemon is doing out here? And what is with this form it's in? We saved it from a tight spot. See, we heard the strange cry and we tried to investigate, but Olivia fell off a cliff. That Pokemon saved him, but it seems like it wore itself out in the process. It got kinda slumpy afterwards. But you should have seen it before. It looked totally different. It was unbelievably strong. Well, yeah, as it should be, but it can't fight while it's like this. The form Miraidon takes in battle, that's its true form. Miraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How do you know it? You can't go in the lab. It's locked. I don't remember ever seeing you around, but given the uniform, you go to the academy too. Do you? Miraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special. Special how? What sort of Pokemon is it? You think you're up to ordering Miraidon around? Then how about I test your worthiness? Sure. Ha! Well, look at you. Quite the little go-getter, are you? I've been feeling all out of sorts, so I'm gonna use this battle to blast these doldrums away. Alright, here we go. Fighting off against Arvin. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer Arvin. Okay, we get a Squovit. Well, this should be easy. What is he, level 5? Level 7 if we're lucky? These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, level 5. Let's use round. That was what, 60? If the others use this move, they'll act immediately after the initial user. And the power of the... I have no idea what this is, but let's use it. Okay, no, it's just instant. I don't know, reading it, it was kind of unclear if it did anything. Here we go. 2 shots and he's down. Does he have a second Pokemon? Nope, he doesn't. That would be nice though, to get a feel for like a 2 Pokemon battle. That's because you're slow? I know. I'm going slowly through it. Of course I could rush through it, but it's fine. Most of the time is just reading the dialogue, to be honest. But hey, it was like literally the exact same thing 3 years ago when we played Sword and Shield for the first time. The exposition is kind of slow, but once you're like past that, then it's not too bad. Wow, Olivia, that was awesome! I guess I wasn't ever going to stand a chance using some Pokemon I'd only just caught. I mean, we also did only just catch Fuecoco pretty much. But if you really think you can take Miraidon off my hands for me, you'll need this. It's the Pokeball that Brute's been kept in. Alright. Miraidon's Pokeball. So why do you have it? Anyway, that thing's your problem now, not mine. Good luck. What? Oi! Can you not hear me or something? Fine, be that way. But you better actually show up for school. What a weirdo. Like, I can't really speak for it yet, but I feel like and kind of from what I've heard from people, the characters in Scarlet and Violet might be the most interesting ones in a while, though, so that's interesting. That Arvin guy definitely knows more than he's letting on. Next time he and I are battling, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. But, oh, right, we gotta climb the lighthouse. Can't wait to show you the view from our school. Or of our school. Yeah, let's go in. I just want to check if there's a Pokeball outside. There might be a Pokeball behind it. This is like spoilers, right? Because we can see all this over here. There is a Pokeball behind it. As any good game developer should have done. Okay, and the Pokemon are back here now. We've got a Lechonk here. Hoppip, what are you doing, Hop? Oh, actually, is this a... No, this is a Hoppip. I was like, is this a Jigglypuff? Nah. Hey, we got Lucky Man in chat. It has been ages, my dude. No Pokemon character will ever be as cool as N from Gen 5. Well, you know I gotta agree with you there. That's for sure. How have you been? Okay, let's see. Look, Olivier, that's Mesagoza. Okay. And that huge building with the Pokeball on it is our school. It's gonna be so great having you in the same class. But all the schoolwork, unbelievable. Yeah, I gotta choose a negative option for once. See what they say. Don't think of it as schoolwork, think of it as tons of chances to learn about Pokemon battling. Isn't it awesome what you can see from up here? Mountains, forests, grasslands, beautiful nature stuff as far as the eye can see. Ah yes, I appreciate the beauty of low poly textures. And you know what's waiting for you all over these natural spaces? Tons of Pokemon! Consider this me officially telling you, welcome to Paldea. But anyway, like you can see, it's kind of a hike to get to school from here. I mean, what is it? Just Route 2? Or maybe there's technically a town in between? I don't know if this is considered a town by Gen 9 standards. Let's make it to Los Platos for starters. Yeah, okay, it is a town apparently. That's right on the way. Vamos, come on! Well, guess we're gonna have some more Route 2 Pokemon to catch. Anything up here? Nah. Anything worth looking at up here? There's a waterfall. But that's about it. Actually, you can see something down there. Don't know what that is behind the school, but kind of interesting. No Pokemon character will ever be cool. Come on, why the negativity, Matt? You don't have to do that. I mean, N's pretty cool. Black and White had some cool Pokemon, that's for sure. Okay, I didn't really mean to go for this Hoppip, but since it's a free catch, we may as well, right? It's so weird, so if the Pokemon's flying, the Pokeball just kind of floats. I get like why they would do that as a game designer, in case like it's like actually a bird that's really up high, but it's kind of weird. Alright. By the way, I'm taking requests for Pokemon names for any duplicate I get, so if you've got a name for me, I might go with it. Okay, South Province Area 1. Are they no longer routes? hey, let's battle. And yeah, apparently you can just avoid trainer battles now, which is very cool. But yeah, let's do it. Luckily he like tells you, maybe like with the yellow text box too, that hey, I actually do have a battle for you if you're interested, which is nice, because obviously there are some NPCs who just talk for the sake of talking. Okay, youngster, what do you got for us? A lion? Okay, well this should be easy. Grass versus fire. Let's knock you out right there. Level 5 Tarantula. There we go. Hater? Yeah, no, Matt's always a hater. Matt, you gotta give us like one thing you like. Actually, never mind, you're just gonna say Tales of Vesperia. Alright. Your Pokemon are strong, huh? Oh, we only got $220? What are you? You're broke, kid? I got $300 on my first battle. Man, can't believe this guy's cheap like that. Oh, you can spin again in this game? Okay, I did that by accident. Does it ever stop? Okay, you gotta press like B or something. I don't know what's the purpose of that, but I see a Psyduck, and I want one, so I'm going for it. Fuecoco looks like a forgettable Mario boss. Huh, I'm trying to picture that in Mario. That seems like, I don't know, maybe you could see that in Mario Odyssey or something. Or maybe like you could see that in like a 2D Mario game more. Just like, hey, do you want a Koopaling? It's a Fuecoco. Who would you go for though? That's the real question. Did you pick up, I don't know. Did you pick up any Pokemon games recently? But what would be your starter of choice if you had to? Yeah, from the Wii days. Yeah, I see what you mean. Good old 2D New Super Mario Bros. The most generic looking game on the planet, but hey, it's fun. Just don't play 5 of them in a row. Let's see. Can you rob the kids in this game? Oh, hey, Shocker. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good weekend. I don't think you can rob the kids. That would be kind of rude. Let's see. Matt says, I love Pokemon a lot. Of course we knew that, but I don't care about the characters in Pokemon. I mean, yeah, it's not like a super story-driven game by any means. Any RPG will top it. But yeah. I've been replaying Pokemon Platinum, but haven't played a recent game past Pokemon Y. You didn't miss out on much. I'm getting this game relentlessly. Is that even the word? No, that's not the word. Reluctantly is the word I'm looking for. Because, I don't know, Sword and Shield, I was kind of annoyed by Sword and Shield. Okay, you know what, I don't want to catch yet another Lechonk. Yes, that is a Pokemon, but, let's just try to get a bit of XP, because why the heck not? Yeah, when I played Sword and Shield a couple years ago, to be honest, it kind of just burned me out. It felt rushed, it felt lazy, it felt uninspired. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, so like the game has to be pretty good to actually hook me. Just bare bones Pokemon will not do it for me. But then again, got spoiled with Pokemon Black and White as first Pokemon game, so what can I say? This is cool battle music, actually. But playing through Pokemon Platinum, that is a good idea, my friend. Because, well, I've been wanting to replay it, or I say not replay it, but just play it in general. Because, I don't know, like, pretty much they announced, you know, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl last year. Those were kind of lazy remakes. I'd rather play the originals, and Platinum is obviously the way to go, so why the heck not, right? Did we get our Psyduck? I was not even paying attention. Did we get it? Yeah, we did catch it. Okay. What do we have here? A Meryl? Is this a Meryl? I forget. Ezreal, okay. That makes more sense. Level 6, I'm gonna use round on it. Oh, actually, that might be too strong. Don't die, please. Okay, we're good. I got scared there for a second because he seems... I was gonna say he seems less common, but I see like 2 of them in the background. Okay, let's catch him. Let's see. Matt says I started Pokemon again with Alola and then bought every single game after. See, you started again when it started getting bad. Let's see. To be honest, like, not a lot of people seem to like Pokemon Y in retrospect, but I still think it's my favorite 3D game. Because I think, like, Black and White would still beat it overall, but that one was just well made, polished. Maybe it's just because I was younger when I played it, but I don't have any complaints about that game, and the post-game stuff in X and Y is pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Look at these cool graphics in 2022. Isn't that amazing? Let's see. There are so many Psyducks. Yeah, I kind of want to go down there. What's that? Oh, okay. It's just one of these guys. Let's see. Why was so easy that I played it until I beat the endgame content and haven't touched it since? Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked Y for completing the Pokedex. I haven't done that. But it was interesting, but of course it was easy. And to be honest, the ones since aren't any harder. So by that standard, I can't fault Y for that. So I'll just say that Y is pretty good, but yeah, like Black and White wasn't even like that hard, but it's kind of the last Pokemon game that kind of felt like it could have some challenge in it. I remember struggling with the Elite Four quite a bit in Black and White. Granted, I was just a young'un with no gaming experience, but still, I feel like there was some challenge to be had. Okay, so apparently if you're fighting a Pokemon in the water, you just get like this inflatable platform, which is kind of hilarious. Okay. Oh, I did not mean it. How did Magikarp die? How weak is Magikarp? Well, okay, that's a stupid question. It's a Magikarp. I get it. Oh, he's jumping pretty high. He must have played Magikarp Jump. Matt says, Gen 5 made me hate Pokemon. Showing bad taste again. I'm sorry, Matt. I gotta agree. How did Gen 5 burn you? It's a good generation. Let's just catch him straight up. What's that other fish Pokemon there in the background? Is that a new one? Or is it just a Magikarp? It's hard to tell. Matt says, I don't want to replay Platinum unless I can speed up the game. I mean, fair enough. They have been, Oh, what's this? Fairy Wind? For who? I was not paying attention. Hoppip learned Fairy Wind. The user attacks by stirring up a Fairy Wind to strike the target. Let's see. So it's power 40. Sure. I mean, you could just replace Tackle. Oh, okay, Hoppip has Splash? Why? Of course we're gonna replace Splash. To think I almost didn't do that. Okay. But seriously, why does Hoppip have Splash? That's so weird. Nope. Magikarp, no name. Unless Matt can come up with a creative name for me. Hey, Caleb, how you doing? Hi. How's been your weekend? Did you get up the Pokemon game? That's the real question. What are you playing recently, Caleb? Okay. We've got a Buizel. And these are all Magikarps. I'm happy I came to this little beach, because we could have skipped out on all these water Pokemon. Okay. Is this the same one? Yeah, it is. Alright. You know what? Let's just catch it. They're all weak. They're all weak anyways. I didn't like any of the new designs. The designs in, like, Gen 5 are interesting, because I feel like that's the first game where they started basing some Pokemon off of items, like everyday items. Like, you know, you've got an ice cream cone, you've got gears, you've got, like, a trash bag, which, yeah, I can see that. I can see that argument. Personally, I think Gen 8 Pokemon for me are the worst ones. Other than that, though, it was interesting that Gen 5 had only new Pokemon in the first main part of the game. That's interesting, in my opinion. To me, I guess it didn't change that much because it was my first game anyways, but it feels like you're playing like a first Pokemon game practically for even veterans, right? Because you're seeing these for the first time. Okay. This is Paldea and Wiglet, isn't it? Interestingly, they can hide, and you can walk over them and have them be gone. Which, that's kind of cool. Okay, they're over there. I'm gonna have to chuck a Pokeball at them, because they run away apparently. What is up with you guys? Is there a special way I need to catch these ones? Okay, that's very strange. Let's catch this Wingull instead. Okay, is my platform... Oh, it's on the water. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Bad taste or good taste doesn't really matter. I only care about experience. Sure. I mean, you do you, Matt. The third person all look so soulless compared to animated pixel sprites, or even the still sprites. Yeah, I agree. I will say, like, X and Y was not that bad. Sun and Moon also, but Sword and Shield loses a lot of the charm. And, of course, it's mostly the same for Scarlet and Violet here. What I would say is, the only one on Nintendo Switch that I think has charm is Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which is just a remake of Gen 1. Okay, so this is actually the first instance where he just won't accept being caught without any damage. I might actually have to heal Fuecoco, because this is a water type. What if Fuecoco just faints? I think we're good for one more. And one more would literally be it. And now I'm gonna take the risk of catching him, and if it fails, Fuecoco dies. Look at the Wingull in the background. Was it doing something weird? I didn't see that. Did I just miss out on Pokemon being glitchy again? I don't know if you've seen all the interesting glitches from this game. So far it's been good for me, but we're only in the opening hours, so you would expect to be the most polished part of the game. Let's see. Matt says I don't care. I mostly didn't get into Gen 5 just because I was in that phase when I started liking PlayStation more. That's fair. That was me, like, in between 2013 and 2015, when I pretty much dropped out of Nintendo completely. Mostly because they weren't doing anything. It was like the Wii U era, but before the good Wii U games were out. There was literally nothing. So that explains a lot. I think, well, unless we can catch the Wiglet, which I will try one more time. Okay, I don't know how to catch these Wiglets. And I don't know why they let you walk in the water if they're gonna despawn you. That's just terrible. Caleb says I've been playing Slime Rancher recently. Man, that's a good game. I played it a couple years ago. Didn't, like, finish it or anything. I just stopped after maybe playing, like, 10 hours into it. But that was a fun experience. hopefully one day I'll have time to go back. Lucky Man says Unova is based on New York, so it makes sense that they have more urban-inspired designs. Is it? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know why. For some reason I thought it was based on... I couldn't even tell you. I guess it makes sense that it's based on New York now that you mention it. It was an interesting place, because like you say, they had some pretty urban cities compared to, I don't know, like Gen 1 or other games like that, you know? So it was pretty cool. And, you know, it was pixel art, but I said this in my, like, YouTube shorts, I think, about Pokemon Black and White, but as a kid, I didn't realize how much of the game was actually 3D. And really, most of the game is 3D, but they just use sprites in clever ways to make a very nice-looking game. And, like, to be honest, I would much prefer pixel sprites if they can't make 3D games that look anywhere near what games should look like. Okay, so we just got a TM. Pretty cool. And a Pokeball. And another Pokeball, and you would literally... You don't usually get Pokeballs out of Pokeballs in previous games. Okay, there's another Pokeball over there. Matt says Platinum and Soul Silver were my first Pokemon games. You started a bit earlier than me, I guess, on the Pokemon bandwagon. Voltorb has been around forever, and it's based on an item. Yeah, I guess you're right. Same for, like, Magnemite or something. So it's not the first time they did it, I guess. And you're coming up with some good examples. Oh my god! They've got Deerling! Gen 5 hype. Sweet. I don't know how they work with the seasons, though. Oh dang, I forgot. See, I clearly have short-term memory loss because I forgot that Fuecoco was already very weak. Soul Silver is cracked. Matt says I should finish the other RPGs in my backlog. Same here. I still have Fire Emblem that I bought 3 years ago, played 5 hours, and then stopped even though I was having fun. So yeah, we might be at a point in the game where we actually have to fight them once or twice if we want to catch them. This Deerling's pretty powerful, but I don't want to use Ember on it. Invisible walls are too hard to code. I know. It's rough. I think it's, well, I think the reason they do it is because, I don't know how familiar you are with Scarlet and Violet, but you have a legendary now that you can use as a motorbike, that can also swim in water and fly. So obviously, once you have that legendary, you'll be able to go in the water. But it's kind of weird. They're like, oh, well, we don't gate off the water because you have your legendary, but if you're not riding your legendary, rather than either stopping you, or letting you go in shallow water, or letting you swim, they're just like, oh, well, guess we gotta put you back on land. A motorbike? Yeah. Nintendo seems to really like motorbikes after putting a motorbike in Zelda Breath of the Wild and in here. But I get it, right? They wanted to make, you know, the first open world Pokemon game, you want to have a way to travel fast. Sure, you got a legendary that's a motorbike. And if you get Pokemon Scarlet, you've got a legendary that has wheels, but instead chooses to walk on its feet and not use its wheels, which is even more funny. But hey, it's charming. Hey, like, why would you have wheels? You're just walking. Okay, there's too many Lechonks. And I fear the moment where we get to the Pokemon Center, because we're gonna have more text and dialogue and stuff. Is this a Gen 6 Pokemon? I don't know. I forget. It could be anything at this point. It could be new. I don't know. Let's go for round. Let's see. Caleb says, have you seen Mankey's new evolution after Primeape? I have not. Did they just make a new evolution for him? That's pretty cool, I guess. All of a sudden, my Fuecoco seems very, weak. Even though he's higher level. By actually quite a bit. So that's kind of strange. Yeah, there was a Wingull flying directly into the wall and sliding around. I think my brain just like becomes numb to this, because in X and Y the Pokemon were fairly stupid also. But sometimes they do weird stuff. I would have to see it. Maybe he was being extra weird. Okay. So, which starter would you have picked, Sam, if you had the choice? Man, all of a sudden we can't catch these Pokemon. It's like we just hit a tiny difficulty wall where they go from, hey, you can catch them without fighting, to, you gotta bring them in the red. Which is kind of funny. Matt says, I still don't play that many Nintendo games, I just play a lot of indies and RPGs. Well, that's like a lot of the Nintendo games, to be fair. I guess I skip out on a lot too, because I don't have time to play them. Because I think the only Nintendo games I bought this year were Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and then Splatoon 3, and like as of today, Pokemon Violet. I think those are the only Nintendo games I got this year. So I probably got more games for PS5 this year, even though I haven't played them yet. They're just sitting on a shelf. Okay. So this is Palmy. I've literally not used another Pokemon other than my starter. What is this ask for advice thing? Palmy wants to forget Growl and learn Charge. Palmy wants to forget Growl and... so the advice is to replace Growl. I bet you this is literally just for kids, like based on power level, because Growl is the weakest one. But I mean, I don't really care about stat buffs, especially on an electric type, I guess. Well, is there a reason to have Scratch and Quick Attack, though? There really isn't. Yeah, why would you keep Scratch? Is a good question. I mean, I guess it's kinda better to lower their attack stat. Let's replace Scratch then. We've already got 2 attacks that do 40 damage. Alright. Looking good. Anything else? No, that's it. That makes sense. Matt says Octopath Traveler is really good. Yeah, that's a good example of how to do interesting modern pixel art games that look good, I think. Sakurai bought a Harvey and has commanded all Nintendo games to implement motorbikes. Yeah, that must be what happened. I don't even know, are motorcycles popular in Japan? Probably not Harveys, right? I'm sure they have I'm sure Toyota probably makes motorcycles over there. I don't know, or Honda. Is this just Pokemon stream talking about cars and motorcycles now? I don't know. Matt says, I have no idea what to stream after Pokemon Scarlet. To be honest, there's a lot of choice. Well, same here. I was like, oh god, what do I stream? I've been streaming Splatoon 3 for months. I guess we're streaming this now. Oh, and by the way, I guess the other Nintendo game that I kinda bought, but it's not Nintendo, would have been, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope by Ubisoft. So I'm playing that, so maybe I'll save Pokemon for streams exclusively. And, just wrap up Mario plus Rabbids, because I'm not even that far in that game. It's, so far, even though everyone says it's better than the first one, I kinda like the first one better. it just kind of clicked with me more, because there was a little more turn-based strategy to the first one. But I'm sure it's gonna ramp up. I've just been slowly playing it, because I don't have much time. Is this, I don't know if this is the thing Caleb was talking about. What is this? A Vigoroth? Okay. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Wait, what? This is a level 23? It's just chillin' here? Are they doing it like Pokemon Legends Arceus, where you just got powerful Pokemon you can choose to avoid? Alright. What's his type? I don't know. I'm gonna assume he's grass, or fighting, or normal type, or a combination thereof. If Fuecoco's gonna die, that's fine. That's fine by me. We gotta use some other Pokemon. Let's see. Caleb says, yeah, they made a new evolution, not gonna spoil it, but it's really cool. And Lucky Man says, I honestly haven't seen the other two starters. Isn't one of them a cat? Yeah, there's like a grass cat, which is, like, you know, if you know, like, Litten or Finnegan, they're just cats. This one's green. And the other one's like a kind of white and blue duck, which has got, like, some cool looking hair that he just likes to, like, wave around, I guess. Let's see, who's the strongest here? We've got a Fletchling with Peck and Quick Attack. Why not? Why not? It doesn't really matter. I think we can catch him if we try hard enough, assuming we have the speed for it. Because he can probably almost one-shot us. So let's go with Quick Attack. That would make sense. Oh boy. Yeah! Okay, I was like looking forward to maybe using my whole party to catch this guy, but I don't think that's gonna work. We might not be able to catch him before the end. Oh, maybe if I can paralyze him, that would be pretty sweet. But yeah, I don't think it's doable, to be honest. It would kind of break the game if I just had a level 23 in my party, though. Okay, is this the one that, Nope. I was hoping there's one that paralyzes. This one may leave with paralysis. But he's gonna use this first. So that's not good. I don't think we can beat him. No point in trying at this point. I'm not gonna run, though. Let's see. Let's go with Hoppip. Why not? This is my last attempt. And when I say last attempt, I mean I'm gonna try to catch level 23 with a regular Pokeball. It's gonna go terribly. I'm assuming maybe we can buy Great Balls at the Pokemon Center thing over there, though. So that would be pretty cool, I guess. Okay, well, let's run away. You couldn't get away? Are you kidding? Are you just telling me I'm stupid for trying to fight this Pokemon? I can't get away, you're just gonna knock out my whole party? That kinda sucks. I think you might get a guaranteed run, though, in between Pokemons. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how it works out. Yeah. No, the artistic intent in this game is all over the place. It's super inconsistent. You definitely miss the charm of the older games, that's for sure. Look at that, there's just a bunch of Fletchlings. That's pretty cool. So we can go this way, but that's like just catching Pokemon, going off the beaten path. There's nothing really here. Let's see. Let's see. I just gotta catch up on chat here a little bit. Why would you keep Growl at the start of the game? I don't know. Usually I just remove it. I felt like playing differently this time for no reason. I'll probably never use it. But who knows? Scooters are everywhere. Yeah, that would make sense. It is Japan. But they probably don't have that many Harleys. Looked it up, I would definitely have picked the cat starter. Yeah, I figured. See, but Fuecoco has those Totodile vibes. And you gotta love that. But let's see. Matt says I might finish the story of Splatoon 3, but might start something that's just more fun. I will tell you, in Splatoon 3, all of the cool story bits are in the last hour and a half. So, you should go for it. It's pretty chill. Okay, so let's head up over here. Oh, it's a Wooper. Let's get the Wooper. Yeah, I totally got rocked by this. I was like hopeful there for a second, because I'm stupid apparently. But it's not magical. It's still kind of unusual though, because you don't typically see like Pokemon that are just higher level. I honestly don't know what happened, because it was super easy to catch level 5s a second ago with just a Pokeball, but all of a sudden, not so much. Tarantula uses Struggle Bug. Tarantula's okay, interesting. Interesting design. Here, let's put it back to this camera, because the other one's kind of just pretty basic. It's a Gen 3 Pokemon. Man. It seems familiar a little bit now that you mention it. You can tell I know Pokemon very well. I would have picked the cat too if I didn't lose the bet. Yeah, didn't you do that? You like let chat select your Pokemon? Can't believe you would do that, Matt. Luckily Sam knows his Pokemon types, so that's good. I should probably attack. That would be a good idea. Duckstarter looks like Justin Bieber from 6 years ago. I don't think 6 years ago. You're probably thinking that 6 years ago was longer than it is. I bet you it's like 10 years ago. So cool, the options for this gen are Fluffy the cat, Dan the Mario Bros, Wee Boss, and Ducklet. Pretty much. But it's pretty typical of Pokemon. It feels very much like typical Pokemon starters. For better or for worse. Because it's been a while since they've had like truly like creative options. Like literally, we had a cat in Gen 6. We had a cat in Gen 7. Granted, we didn't have a cat in Gen 8, so that's good. Although Gen 8, all of them looked the same. They followed the same design, which is kind of strange. And, you know, we're back again with pretty safe bird, dino, and cat Pokemon yet again. Alright, we caught a Wooper. Hopefully, stream is still going well, because my computer just decided to freeze a little bit for no reason. Let's see. Is it still working? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Give me a sec here. So, are we good? I think we're good. Still up for me? Okay. My preview's being slow because I'm using my old computer because the current one I have is just... battery's about to explode. That's always good. Gotta fix that. But luckily it's just on my end, it looks like. Let's see, what did I miss? We're only 6 subs away from 900? Dang. Looks like some people are hopping in and out today and subscribing, apparently. That's pretty cool. I mean, surely we can get 900 by the end of the month, right? Hopefully, that would be cool. The end of the year at the very least. It's been a slow year for the channel, that's for sure. Let's see. That's great. I'll go for something other than Splatoon then and just do the story slowly. Yeah, like Splatoon, you can just do the story on the side and have fun. Got my Pokemon all healed up. Well, I didn't, so I'm gonna lose. No, honestly, if it's just another youngster, we can probably knock him out with one Pokemon. Did they change the color of Wooper? Yeah, they've started doing it since Gen 7, where they introduced like regional variants. So like one of the classic examples was in Gen 7 when they made Executor a tree, pretty much a palm tree. But yeah, they changed some stuff up. They've been doing that since Gen 7, having some like regional variants where the Pokemons are slightly different. So like back in the water over there were some like Digletts that were like white, and they're just like Wigglets, and I think they're water type. Let's see. They yassified the youngster? I know. How dare them do that? You can add Pokemon to your RT without using the PC, to your party without using the PC. Boomer words. Yeah, you can do that now, which like is nice, but at the same time it makes the game easy because there used to be, those were Digletts. Yeah, they were. That was the Paldean version of Diglett. You can also get regular Digletts. We got one earlier in the stream, but there's 2 versions. But what was I saying? Yeah, the PC, like, you know, since you couldn't switch in a route before, it used to be that you have to survive the whole thing with like 6 Pokemon in the route, which was interesting. You know, you gotta plan to go through a new route. You gotta bring some potions and some stuff. And now it's just like, oh, well, let me just swap out for one of my 600 Pokemon. So yeah, that is, like, it's user-friendly if you just want to go through the game and explore, but it removes the challenge, that's for sure. Personally, I think I would prefer it being old school because it adds a bit of challenge, like I said. Yeah, I saw that though. Yeah, you're right, I'm just stupid. I saw you picked Quaxley and you called him Organ Eater 99, and I just got demonetized from YouTube for saying weird words in a row. But here we go. Caleb says, yeah, the Paldean version, it's ground and poison type. Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. Matt says, I was doing a Smash stream and I would have been picking my cat if I didn't lose the Ganon versus Ice Climber match. Oh, that determined it? Wow, I didn't know that. Can't believe you lost to Ice Climbers. Not gonna lie, that Ice Climbers was really good and it was close, but still. Yep. How much? Oh, this person's even more poor. $160. You gotta compensate for inflation, guys. Like, I should be getting at least 400. What are you? This is not a new one. I just, like, don't know where it's from. It's an Igglybuff? Okay. I still don't know where it's from. I would assume maybe it's from, like, Gen 3 or 4. Unless it is new. I have no idea. I literally don't know why my attacks started getting weak instantly. Okay. Let's see. Cute Charm, sure. I'm just spamming Tackle. It's probably not even my strongest attack, to be honest. I don't even know where I'm in chat. Can you switch from the field? No, you can't do that. At least, luckily. Lucky Man says, I'm an old head who puts battle style on set and misses when XP share was a held item. Oh, I agree that, though. The XP share being, like, generalized, that really sucks. Because, what was it? Was it an X and Y that the XP share was for everyone, except you could, like you still had to give it to someone in your party and you could choose not to if you want to make the game harder? Now I don't think you have the choice. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I attacking? This is a wild Pokemon. I need to get him. Please don't die. It took me so many moves just to get you to here. And I'm at 4 HP. Sure. We're also almost out of Pokeballs, but I've just been dragging my feet, making my way to that Pokemon Center thing. As I said, I don't know if there's legit Pokemon Centers, or it's just these little kiosks now. Alright. I haven't noticed. Have fainted Pokemon been getting XP? I have no idea. Matt says, funny thing is, I won like 20 times in a row against people with my Ganon, but then you just lost to those ice climbers. This is why you don't put the fate of your Pokemon journey in the hands of stream viewers and people battling you in Smash Bros. I don't get why Pokemon never had an XP share. I mean, I don't know, why would you want everyone to have an XP share? Iggy Buff is Gen 2 when they added baby Pokemon. Yeah, I guess Gen 2 is probably the only generation where they added pre-evolutions, technically. So that would make sense. Luckily, we have a Pokemon expert from Gen 6 and before. Okay. A lot of other RPGs have it. Yeah, no XP share is just annoying, nothing to add with difficulty. No, but I mean, it adds difficulty because you either gotta grind, or you can choose not to grind and make it more difficult for yourself. That's why it's a difficulty kind of thing. Because here, you'll just be playing casually, and you'll be overleveled, which is not good. I mean, you could force yourself to swap out your party, but it's not the same. Caleb says, alright, I gotta go. See ya, guys! Well, thanks for stopping by, Caleb, and let me know in the Discord if I should play Pokemon next week, or what should I play? Splatoon? I think the Splatoon content update's coming out in 2 weeks, but maybe we'll play Pokemon next week. That would be pretty cool. Oh my god, Fido's just been waiting for me here. Well, we gotta catch a Fido, because, see, this is one of the new Pokemon that I do like. Like, who doesn't want a little doughboy kind of little dog? Okay. What am I doing? I just want to swap out my Pokemon. Oh, we're actually pretty weak. Didn't realize that. We only got Lechonk left, essentially. To be fair, it was a close match in Smash. That's good to know. It adds annoying grinding. I mean, personally, I'm all for options. So I think they did it best in X and Y, where the XP share applies to every Pokemon, but you can choose to not use it. Which is, honestly, well, I did use it in my first playthrough, but if I was playing a second X and Y playthrough, I would probably choose to not have it, to be honest. Matt says, how is it possible that I'm never overleveled in a Pokemon game, even with XP share? That's because you tend to rush games and you do it for every game, so that's why you're not overleveled. That's the only reason. Like, you playing Pokemon in like 12 hours? Yeah, I spent 40 hours playing the campaign, so obviously, you're gonna be pretty underleveled. Lucky Man says the year is 2042. Pokemon releases Gen 27 where your starter is level 100. And every mon has 73 regional variants. You know what? That's very accurate. And like they literally did just give you I don't think you were here in the stream when this happened, but in this game we got our legendary already. We have it. You get it in the first hour. That's why it's a motorbike, because you can use it for the whole game. But we've got our legendary. We haven't even gotten to the first gym. We haven't even gotten to the first city, to be honest. So yeah, 73 regional variants. There's no gyms. There are no no trainers, only wild Pokemon and friendship minigames. So pretty much you're just describing Gen 7, because they didn't have any gyms in Gen 7. And they had a lot of minigames. So it's literally just gonna become like a, I don't know what's the term I'm looking for, but you know, just one of those games where you take care of like a virtual like pet or something. It's essentially gonna be Nintendogs. Yeah, I've settled on it. It's gonna be Nintendogs, except you've got like 900 different types of Pokemon to take care of. Aizen skipping trainers? He is. You know Matt's skipping everything. Called out? Yeah, I know. This is what you get for being a stream mod. You get no chill from me. I'm not speedrunning it. I still do everything a lot of other people do. I know you do a lot of stuff, but you're definitely not. You're not taking your time. You're still doing it pretty much as fast as you could. Just doing most of the necessary stuff. It's also just a weird thing for people to be complaining about. If you want to complain about something that actually matters. I mean, it does matter though. Ultra Sun and Moon had a lot of content. I think, yeah, probably. Because Sun and Moon had quite a bit, and then they added some. I can't say I'm familiar. I've skipped out on Ultra Sun and Moon. Usually, like, I don't get the, you know, whatever Pokemon games are, like, the, I don't know, the third version, I guess you would say, even though they do, like, double third versions now, which is weird. I will say, I regret never buying Pokemon Black 2, because that game's expensive, and that was probably the best Pokemon game of all time. And I'm just stuck with Pokemon White, but I can't complain. It's the second best Pokemon game of all time. There we go. We got Fido. I mean, you should just pronounce it Fido, but yeah. I don't know what I'm going on about. Okay. Wanna take bets? Can you swim in this puddle? No, you can't. Of course you can't. Look at that. I managed to scramble my way out of the water. Ah, whatever would I do? I don't know how to swim. Did I just grab onto the bottom of the lake and crawl back up? Let's see. Is this a new? No, this is Igglypuff. Oh my god, we got one of these guys. Ralts? Is that what it's called? I forget. Yes, okay, I have some memory. I mean, I haven't played Pokemon in 3 years. And then again, I was no expert. Okay, of course Tarantula's the first one up. With 4 HP. I should just be healing them, but I'm not even gonna care. No, seriously, I should actually heal Tarantula. Let's go for a potion. That's like a perfect 20 HP heal. Actually, they might heal like 30 HP nowadays. I forget. Lucky Man says, part of the fun of the game is doing a little bit of grinding and leveling up. Yeah, exactly. Go play some Farm Simulator at that point, because that's better kind of grinding. It's not, though. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna say, and like wrap up this argument, X and Y did it best, where you can choose to have it on or off. Although, like, having it on one Pokemon is also kind of cool, because you actually have to swap out your party, which you literally never have to do nowadays. So that's cool, you know? You could only give XP to one Pokemon, so either you would rotate who you give it to, or you just get one Pokemon leveled up pretty quickly. Okay. Struggle bug it is. Oh, don't give me confusion. I don't want that. Okay, hopefully we're good to catch Ralts. And hopefully we got most of the route's Pokemon at this point. And we're running out of Pokeballs and Pokemon, so it's actually time for us to go to the Pokemon Center kiosk. Gallade is my favorite Pokemon. Apparently they have a very cool new version of Gallade in Pokemon Violet. Because with the whole future theming they have, they've got like future Pokemon. I did not look at the spoilers for them, but apparently they're pretty cool. So I'm excited for that future-looking Gallade kind of thing. Honestly, might be the one I'm most excited for in all those future-looking ones. Let's see. So we didn't get too many performance issues so far today, which is pretty good. Because I've seen it be pretty bad for some people. Obviously, as I said in the opening hours, you expect it to be better. It still kind of feels like it's running sluggishly, but that might be by design. They might just have made it kind of slowish. I don't know. Lucky Man says, I've gotten very good at Gen 5 games, but I still take 25 hours to beat the main story, because I take my time to clear trainers and get Crocodile before the 8th gym. Yeah, exactly. And that makes sense, right? And if you're trying to complete the Pokédex, you might just, instead of rushing through the story, be trying to catch everything before you finish the story. Whereas I know, Matt, you pretty much just beeline the story and then catch the Pokemon afterwards. Let's see. How have you still not been to the Pokemon Center? I mean, the game's just easy. I've been fighting Pokemon for like an hour, and I'm still here. I've been dragging my feet pretty much. This is why it takes me 40 hours to beat. Let's see. Gallade's my favorite Pokemon. It's definitely up there. I don't know what's my favorite Pokemon, to be honest. Anyways, we're finally here in Los Platos. Oi, Olivier, over here. They have ads in Pokemon now. Capitalism has really taken over Pokemon. From rushed games to ads in Pokemon. Here's the Pokemon Center. You can come here to take care of a lot of things related to your Pokemon. Okay, so I guess there are no bigger Pokemon Centers. This is just the Pokemon Center. It's nice that you don't have to walk into a building, I guess, now. I'll leave that explanation to the pros here. Man, if it's like snowing, these people are going to be freezing. Happy to be of service and welcome to the Pokemon Center. I'm here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy. Here on my left is the Pokemart counter. You can buy things like Pokeballs and potions. Hello! We accept payments for both in cash and league points. That is, 1 league point is worth 1 cash point. Cool. Oh, man, they even got staff shortages. They had to replace it by a robot. There's no more, like, this is the technical machine. Sure. Ticket to making TMs you can use to teach moves to your Pokemon. So TMs are one-time use only. You can only assign it to one Pokemon, it looks like. You'll need to pay league points and supply the machine with materials that Pokemon drop. Okay, LPs come in handy both at these machines and stores. I've got a lot here. Have some. I still can't get over the fact that they put a notch on the Rotom phone. Like, why would you? Oh yeah, and some of these too. I guess they were like, man, people won't know it's a smartphone unless it looks like an iPhone. Okay. And at the Union Circle, you can connect with other trainers to find yourself some adventuring companions. Sweet. Hey, by the way, Matt, if I stream this next week, are you interested in doing co-op during my stream? Come visit us at the Pokemon Center anytime you need any help. Sweet. We will, thanks. Remember, had a rough adventure? Get to the Pokemon Center. Sometimes you have to know this sort of stuff for quizzes at school. Oh man, I never would have guessed. If your Pokemon are not feeling good, you bring them to the place that makes them better? Dang. Okay, but mnemonics aside, I can't read today, but mnemonics help out. Here's another one. Are you ready? Then let's go. Thanks for the cringy joke, Nimona. Goofy, sure, but it helps you remember. You can send your lead Pokemon out with the R button. Okay, that does help out, actually. Thank you, Nimona. Because you can auto-battle, which is pretty cool. Pressing the R button is a quick and easy way to get your lead Pokemon. Alright, buddy, let's go! Once you give the go-ahead, your Pokemon will set out on its own to battle nearby Pokemon or pick up items. Yeah, when your Pokemon HP is low, which happens when it's... I can't read today. I'm too tired. When your Pokemon is low on energy, which happens when its HP is low, it won't be able to go exploring on its own. So if your Pokemon gets weak, try to heal it up. Yeah. When your Pokemon starts a battle while exploring on its own, you won't need to give any orders. You can battle on its own, but auto battles, yada yada yada. Too much text. Okay. Be decided by the strength and the types. Okay, so they don't work exactly the same as regular battles, essentially. They're like simulated battles, so to speak. Head to Mesagoza. Okay. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. Are you tired of your Pokemon? I'm gonna go with that. That's what it says here. I am tired of my Pokemon. There we go. Yeah, automation does come from the for the Pokemon Center. Soon, there will be no more employees. And they won't freeze in the cold when you put your Pokemon Center on the snowy mountain that there clearly is in this game. You know it's gonna happen. Did you know? When you're feeling lost. Okay, when you don't know where to go next, you can ask for help of the Pokemon Center. No! I mean, sure, I don't see the harm in it, I guess, but they're just making the game easier. In case the waypoints on your map weren't enough, you can ask the Pokemon Center staff and they'll know, like, oh, I think that rival from Team Star's over there. I just know this because I don't know, and I think you have to fight him. That makes so much sense. Okay. Plus, they'll register their suggested destinations on your Rotom phone. That makes sense. Does it? No, it doesn't. What am I saying? Okay, do I need to buy anything? That's the real question here. I'd like to buy something. What can I buy? I can buy a lot of potions. I have 14 of those. I need Pokeballs though, that's for sure. How much will this cost me? This will cost me half of my life's fortune. Let's go for 20 of them then. Hopefully we get Premier Balls, is that still a thing? Wait a second, how do we have... We literally got 5,800 League points? Let's pay with League points then. Actually, then I would not have much left because I think they said it's 1 for 1. Yeah, let's pay with cash. Okay, we do still get Premier Balls. That's nice. Revives are expensive, so we don't really want those right now. I'm good. Do come again. Alright. So yeah, pretty cool little Pokemon Center kiosk, and, you know, as I said, you can join friends, you can play Pokemon co-op. And I guess they can serve you from this side too. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? It's open world. It's a great spot. I know, right? Look at this table with no chairs. What a great spot. The Pokemon Center is great to meet a meetup spot when you're getting together with friends. Indeed. Indeed it is. Yeah, I'm liking the music more in this game compared to Sword and Shield. That's for sure, though. Alright. Let's see. I'm just going to catch up on chat. We're going to end up soon. We didn't even make it to the academy because I'm just kind of chilling, taking it slow. But, you know, there's a lot of exposition and dialogue in this first stream, especially in the first hour. But next time, I think it'll be smoother sailing. Just, you know, doing more stuff, so let me know if I should play Pokemon again next week. But now I just gotta catch up on chat before we end for the weekend. But let's see. Never cared about XP share because I always had that one strong Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, exactly. Black and White 2 had 2 XP shares, I think. That was a reasonable way to do it. Huh, I did not know that. See, I'm such a dummy for missing out on Black and White 2. They were such good games, but at the time I'm like, this is just the same game. No, it's actually probably one of the third games where they did the most with it, from what I hear. So that's unfortunate. I was stupid. It's like $180 now. Please, God, help me. I'm gonna just emulate it, but still. At least Pokemon games are easy to emulate, so that's good. Plus you have the trade-off of not getting another held item. That's true. So that makes sense. You're convincing me that I'm missing regular XP share. Because I think in X and Y, I don't know if it was a held item. I can't remember. It might have been, but it affected everyone in the party. That doesn't make sense. It was probably not a held item then. But yeah, it was nice, you know, a little bit more management, a little bit more strategy to playing Pokemon. Now it's just like a walk in the park, you just enjoy it, and if the visuals and the story is bad, then you've got nothing left. Okay. Some decently strong ones that are legendaries in your party. Pokemon story isn't interesting enough to care. Yeah, sure enough. Which is probably why I don't like Pokemon that much. Because realistically, I only play Pokemon for the story. I don't really have interest in Pokédex completion. I don't really have interest in building competitive teams. So what's left for me, you know? And Black and White had a good story. Maybe that's why I got hooked. It's not a complex story by any means, but it was interesting. I have one in Pokemon Platinum. Turns out when there's a Steel Gym followed by an Ice Gym, a high-speed, high-attack fighting type is kind of goated. I can imagine, yeah. Let's see. Man, chat's acting weird sometimes. Just scrolling in YouTube chat. YouTube ruined it like a year ago or something. And it's like annoying. There's no bathroom, those poor employees. Oh no, you're right. Unless they, well, it kind of looks like there's a service door there if you can imagine the very low poly texture here. Is it kind of weird that like the trainer's hair moves, like that's the best thing they came up with in this game, but you'll see someone in the background moving at like 10 frames per second, but yeah, we put all of our performance budget on the trainer's hair moving, which you'll never see because he has a hat when you're looking at him from the back, which is 90% of the time. Like, Game Freak, what are you doing? Let's see. Rotom phone now requires a Rongle to use headphones. Maybe you don't have headphones. It's just Rotom screeching at you and giving you notifications. Let's see. I clearly missed what Matt said. Oh, yeah. I'm just way too late on stream, but yeah, okay, we should do co-op next week then if I'm playing Pokemon again. I won't make you fail your assignment though. You gotta keep up with those. They'll sneak up on you. It's always funny when the in-game characters refer to buttons. It is. The classic, let's read the instructions for the running shoes. It's like, I don't know what this means, but somebody told me if you flick R in the left direction, you'll do a spin. It's like, wow. Okay, I didn't know how to walk in circles, but now that you've read these instructions, I can walk properly. Matt says I'll probably have beaten the game next week for then. So yeah, you'll know everything. That's for sure. It's not a Pokemon game without any snowy town and a haunted tower. Yeah, I'm hoping there's a haunted tower in this one. That would be pretty cool. You can buy revives right away. Could you not do that before? Maybe you had to go like 1 or 2 gyms before you could get revives. Yeah, so you see, they made Pokemon much easier. That's pretty clear, but I don't know. To be fair, the game is easy enough to not even use revives at all. Well, exactly, so why give them, I guess? I do wish my Pokemon was a little bit harder, and if you want that experience, Pokemon Legends Arceus was actually pretty challenging, I think, wasn't it? Sam's is fair enough, I don't think I used any in Pokemon Y even. Yeah, well, the only time I would use revives pretty much are maybe for the Elite Four, but usually it's just when I'm on a route before you could switch your Pokemon out, you know, from your PC box in the middle of a route. But, you know, oh, my Pokemon died on a route because I was careless, I let him die, and I'll just revive him because I don't want to walk back to the Pokemon Center. That was my main use for it, which I guess is stupid because you're wasting a lot of money on that, but oh well. Just be a pirate, emulate? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna pay $180 for Pokemon Black and White 2. I don't really emulate stuff. What? It's that much? Yeah, it is that much. Assuming you have the case for it. But if you have both, you can sell one. It's literally the most expensive Pokemon game on the market right now. It's a key item. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you could turn it on and off, but you don't assign it to a Pokemon. The DS Pokemon games are worth a lot now. Probably because all of us who grew up with them are like, you know, in the age where they get nostalgic for them and have the money to pay for them. But, you know, at the same time, they're just good games. Pokemon just went downhill after the DS entries. What can I say? You will probably like the Tales of games then, because the story and characters are nice. I don't doubt that I would like it, I just have no time to play like 100-hour games. Like, you know very well that I won't actually finish Pokemon until like mid-time next year, because I'm gonna drag it out and barely have time to play. Huh, have a lot of Pokemon games in the cases. Literally all the DS ones are practically like, I think Black and White's going for like 90. Obviously Diamond and Pearl have gone down because of the remakes. Platinum has probably gone up. Platinum is probably 120 to 180. If you have Soul Silver with the cardboard box and the Pokewalker, that's like worth $220 or something. So I guess I was wrong when I said Black and White 2 is the most expensive. The Soul Silver Heart Gold with the Pokewalker in the cardboard box might even get to close to 300 nowadays. Blocked off by the automated employee. Typical, of course. Your assignment's due Tuesday. I mean, I'm not playing until next week, so that's how it is. Hey, Gelatin! Look at me being 5 minutes behind chat. How are you doing, Gelatin? Did you pick up Pokemon? Are you enjoying Pokemon? Are you enjoying watching Pokemon? I don't know. But hopefully your weekend's been good there so far, Gelatin. I can finish it this night, probably. If you stay... Don't do that. Don't kill yourself by staying up until 4 a.m. If you want a challenging Pokemon experience, don't play Pokemon, play Shin Megami Tensei 5. Story also sucks in that game? Really? I thought story was like the thing people would play Shin Megami Tensei for. So I guess that's disappointing. Matt says, I don't have the money to pay for them. I'm a college student with no job. Well, that explains it. I'm just like getting cash from work this year and literally not spending any of it, but then I'm just gonna spend like 3K on like building a PC, so then I'll be poor again. That's how it works, right? Tales of games are like 50. Yeah, I mean, that's still pretty long. That would take me a while. Like, literally, it would take me 6 months. No joke. Sam says, I think I have Black and White, and Black and White 2, Soul Silver. If you have Soul Silver, that is worth a lot. Okay, without the Pokewalker. Did you buy it used at the time, or did you kind of just lose it? I remember I was a fool back in like 2016 or something, and they had, at like local game stores, they had Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver or whatever for like $50. And I was like, what? A used game for $10 over MSRP from like 10 years ago? What is this? And like, I really wanted it, but I didn't buy it because I thought it was expensive at like $50. And now it's like $200. So I was stupid, but then again, as I said, Pokemon is not a hard series to emulate. It'll run on anything, and if the performance is crap on your emulator, you won't notice. So that's not like a huge deal, I guess. Yeah, it's mostly with the Pokewalker. I don't know why. Did a lot of people just lose them? You would assume most people would have the Pokewalker, because like every version came with one, I think. But I guess you're paying a lot for the Pokewalker, and I guess for collectors, the more rare thing to have is like finding the cardboard box it came in, like in good condition, which, you know, that makes sense, right? Not everyone's gonna keep the cardboard box. Black might be my brother's though. I mean, you just gotta bully him, be like, hey, I need some money, give me black. No, honestly, even if I had like I only have white, I don't have duplicates. This is what I was saying though. You should practically always buy the 2 versions of Pokemon to sell the second one in like 10 years, and you'll make a lot of money. But like, yeah, no, I would, even if I had both of them, I probably wouldn't sell them, just because I'd be like, yeah, I just love these games, I cherish them, they're good. White 2 is the best Pokemon game, you should definitely play it. I really need to. Because, as I said, at the time I didn't realize there were significant differences between, you know, Black and White, the first ones. And yeah, probably they're the best Pokemon games out there. So one day, we need to do like, I don't know, maybe one day we'll do like a 24-hour stream. That would be fun. Just like when we get to 10k, if that ever happens. That would never happen, but that would be hilarious. The only way to force myself to play a Pokemon game, just lock yourself up for 24 hours and just play it straight. Matt says, I'll replay the Tales of series, you can just watch the highlights of it. Yeah, see, that sounds like a good compromise. I got it a second hand for my birthday. I think you were at that birthday party. Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah, so that explains why you don't have the Pokewalker. That would make sense. I promised I would play all the Pokemon games, but I'm always skeptical about when people say something is the best, because it's never true. I mean, even if I say Black and White 2 is the best, it's not the best game in my opinion. There are so many better games than Pokemon in general, in my mind at least, but it's a pretty good one. And of course a lot of that has to do that these are the games from our childhood, but I don't know, like I'd obviously rather play Black 2 over most Pokemon games. That's for sure. And like, you've got so many games to play, Matt, with like all the challenges that you did on stream. You've got like a list for years to come in theory. Like, people said Final Fantasy Remake was an amazing game, but that game was pretty boring. Really? I heard a lot of people say it was pretty boring. Most people actually that I've heard said it was like, kinda meh, but you know, it's still Final Fantasy, so it's good. I'll put myself in a glass box like Ludwig. That's what I gotta do. Can't get out until I beat Pokemon. That could probably be a health concern. I'd probably need some water at the very least. But yeah, so that is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for today. Probably should stop at this point. Usually I go for 2 hours, but now it's 3, because honestly we've just been having fun, just kind of chilling, taking it slow paced. After playing a lot of Splatoon, which is, you know, fast paced and you can't really interact with chat that much, it is nice to just have a chill game, even though we're dragging on with the story. But it's a chill, peaceful thing. So far, Pokemon Scarlet, do I regret buying it, as the clickbait title indicates? No, not so far. In the first, 2 hours, it holds up. Now, that's obviously not very representative, because I would totally expect Game Freak to put the most polish in the 2 hours. And, look at the bad frame rate there. Not that it really matters, but I love that walking animation at 10 FPS and those fletchlings at like 2 frames. That's always very cool. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream with me today. It's been a pleasure. We're probably gonna be streaming Pokemon again next week, but let me know in the Discord server or in, I don't know, video comments? Is that a thing? Or on Twitter. I mean, Twitter might die out, so that was your chance. If we lose Twitter, I'll be sad. But anyways, let me know, and we'll see what we play next week, but there's a good chance it'll be Pokemon Violet. Because guess what? I've been having fun with it so far, even though we didn't do much. But that's exciting. I replay Gen 5 game like once a year. I'm an expert. It's like Lord of the Rings, right? You gotta watch it once a year. Pokemon Gen 5, gotta play it once a year. Sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, if I did that, that would be literally half of my year every year playing Gen 5, because I'm so slow at the games, but I gotta go back to Gen 5. I went back to it for a YouTube Shorts video, but I really just booted it up for like 2 hours with my old save file, and that was that. And I was like, oh man, Gen 5 is really good. That was the moral of the story, is I knew Gen 5 was good, I booted Gen 5 up, and I was like, yeah, Gen 5 is good, wow. What a revelation. The Pixel games had higher FPS. They did. They ran buttery smooth. And you're right, like, they probably had more sprite animation frames than you're seeing with the person over here. Which is pretty wild. I mean, obviously, if you get close to them, they start kind of running okay, but it's pretty hilarious. Game Freak does not know how to make games, and that's wild. You know I'll never work for Game Freak, that's for sure, because I would not want to be part of this mess. Gen 5 is good, I know. My mind was blown. It's like rediscovering that water tastes like water. That's a good analogy, right? That big brain right there. I do replay Mario Odyssey a lot, because speedrunning's fun. Speedrunning Mario, yeah, I gotta do it one day. Remember that time where we tried to do a co-op stream speedrunning Mario Odyssey and it just went terribly because of my PC? You gotta remind me, Matt. We should do that once my PC is built and things work well. And we should do a speedrunning challenge where you will completely beat me, because I haven't played that game since release and don't even remember half of the objectives. So you'll clock in at like 1 hour 20 minutes. I'll clock in at like 6 hours, but that's all good. Hey, we got Toaster in chat saying hi. How are you doing, Toaster? How's been your weekend? We're about to end the stream though, so this is kind of a unfortunate time to be here, but we are continuing our adventure next week. It's kind of hilarious that we've been streaming for 3 hours and have not made it to the academy yet, but that's just me slacking and having fun chatting. Pokemon's always a nice, let's just chill and chat kind of stream game, which is fun. It's a diversion from literally everything we've played in the last year. We should indeed do that again, yeah. Like, when I have the new PC, it'll be sweet, and I'll have OBS set up properly, and we'll actually be able to have Discord voice chat not completely crash on us. So that's good. Might stream this game tomorrow, might also stream Smash again. I mean, it's up to you. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, everyone, today. It was nice to see you, Sam. It's been like ages. But we're going to be continuing this Pokemon stuff next week, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks, Matt, for being here as always. Thanks, Toasty Toaster. Toaster's feeling toasty. That's always what you want to hear. Thanks for popping by there at the end. And of course, we had Gelatin, we had Caleb. Did we have anyone else today? I don't even know. I'm probably forgetting people. I always do. There were some people in there at the start. But as always, thank you so much. Sam says, I'll try to tune in next time. Nice talking to you again, man. Yeah, same here. It's been great. We haven't really been keeping up enough, but yeah, it's been chill. Just fun, good old days of Pokemon. Anyways, thank you everyone, and of course, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because we're going to be continuing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the next couple of weeks, probably, and of course, Classic Nintendo discussion videos. Check them out. I haven't made any new ones in 2 years, but I keep on milking them. Anyways, have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye!